I didn't know what you were saying, sorry. Do you see me on live though?
I do, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Start the count. Hi guys. Hello, hello. Yay, another live. It's my favorite people. Hi. Hello, hello. So good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. I don't even know what day we're on. Halfway through the month? Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's not clicking. Why does that stuff always come up? There we go. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I am a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now for 30 years. Here on my lives, we're going to do a Q&A session. So there's a few different ways to get your questions answered. Hit that like button. Every 50,000 likes, we do 5 free questions. And we'll go through how you can get your questions guaranteed answered here on my live, okay?
All right, hello everyone. Welcome and welcome back. So in order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making the donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings, which we do have a video tutorial on. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. There you can also find all our official links and their websites. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member for both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. Yay! So stick around until the end. All right. And we can get started with 5 free questions here, so feel free to start putting in some free questions in the comments. And while you were doing that, I see a testimonial here from Alicia. Welcome back, Alicia. Alicia says, update. My best friend Adam's baby is a boy, like you said.
Yay.
You told me last night. Yay!
Yay! So good, so good.
Thank you for sharing that, Alicia. All right. Our first free question here is from Meta. Welcome back. Meta says, is S watching my TikToks to figure out a way to contact me?
I do hear that they are watching the TikToks, not necessarily to contact you, but just keeping tabs is what I hear.
All right, our next free question is from Ashley Shifsky, who says, will I be happy with the raise I'm offered?
Yes, yeah, you will.
Our next question is from Lois. Lois says, when will I conceive baby number 2?
So I'm hearing it's going to be later next year, honey.
All right. Our next question is from Imani. Welcome back. Imani says, will I graduate in 2024?
I hear you will. It does feel like it's a close call, so really get focused on your studies, honey. Okay?
All right, and our last free question just for the moment is from Risa. Risa says, will I get the medical job I interviewed for today?
I'm hearing that there's going to be something else for you, so I'm not where you interviewed today.
All right, thank you all so much. And I will just go over everything again so you see that we jumped up a bit.
Sounds good.
Before that, however, I see another testimonial here.
Wow, that's nice.
All right, we have a testimonial from Kimber. Welcome back, Kimber. Kimber says, you were right. Our daughter didn't move in. She got her house early.
Yay!
Thank you for sharing that, Kimber.
Love it, love it. Yeah, we just started.
All right. Yes, our list is still open. And if you'd like to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. There you can also find all our official links and our website. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 gets you 3 questions answered. $25 gets you 5 questions answered. And $50 gets you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we'll be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member for both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. So stick around until the end. All right, and our like goal is 50,000 likes. Once we make it to 50,000 likes, we'll do 5 free questions from the comments. All right, let's get started here. Our first question today is from Greg Peterson. Welcome back, Greg, who gets 10 questions. Nice. Thank you so much, Greg. All right. Greg's first question is, blessings to Rebecca and her team. Okay. He says, this is Greg Peterson. Here are my 10 questions plus 1 extra because he had one.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
All right, so his first question is, in reference to spirit guides validation, I have chosen 2 animals as advised. The hummingbird for a yes, and the cat for a no. Is this okay for my spirit guides? Is this enough, or do I need more ways? Any advice on how to best move forward with this?
So you definitely, I hear that those are great animals for you to choose because they are ones that you're going to see. It's not going to be the only way they're going to validate, obviously. Also, pay attention to the ringing in the ears and any of the other ways, like the numbers. I do hear for you as well, people. So whatever people are saying, sometimes it's a response to what you're thinking, you're feeling, you're saying. Okay? Yeah. But those are great. I think you did a good job there.
All right. Greg's next question is, I had a very lucid dream of a particular colored hummingbird. Never seen these colors on a hummingbird before. They were white, shades of pink, and a very glittery deep pink color mix. Do these colors have any meaning?
So what I hear for you is that particular hummingbird is your spirit animal. So it does feel to me like that's why you picked the hummingbird, because it is a spirit totem. When you see those different shades and it's something that you don't see in nature, it's usually your spirit guides or your spirit animal trying to come through just to show you, hey, I'm a part of your experience as well. Yeah.
All right, Greg's next question is, in my dream, the hummingbird was playing with me, and the dream experience was a very pleasant and happy one. This is the main reason why I chose the hummingbird as a validation symbol and more so as a yes.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason why this hummingbird showed up?
Well,
bring a message?
I hear for you, it was to tell you that this is something that you need to be connecting with as well. Hummingbirds are great, and they do have, they're such delicate creatures, but they are so versatile. So they do, they live in such extreme conditions and yet thrive, right? Very delicate. You have to, it's almost a bit of a metaphor with how you treat the environment, right? You're very caring, compassionate, concerned for the environment, but it's a very delicate thing. And so we can't just take for granted the environment. And I feel like the hummingbird kind of symbolizes that for you. And so it is, again, them trying to communicate with you and let you have a broader experience and understanding of your spiritual side. All right? It's a great dream, though. Great dream.
All right. His next question is, that same night, I had a second lucid dream of experiencing abundance. It was as if I was being bathed in an energy of abundance. This experience got so powerful that my body temperature rose to such an extent that it woke me up.
Wow.
I was excited in a very particular way, unknown to me. Does this have any meaning?
I hear that, well, you've been practicing your quantum jumping, honey, so I do hear that a part of that is that mending of yourself, so coming back together. The fact that you had such a physical reaction just shows that you're ready to accept it. You've had a lot of hurdles and a lot of old ideas around abundance that you've had to break away from. And I'm being told by your guides that this is something that you have actually done a lot of work around. So give yourself some credit there. It's showing through is what I hear. Okay. So paying attention to now the opportunities that are presented to you to help you have the abundance that you've asked for. Okay.
All right, this next question is, during our last session of questions, the guides have let it be known that in the coming 6 months, I will have a lot on my plate. Can you let me know some more specifics or details as to what type of matters or developments I can expect? Are these, for instance, job-related, nature-related, home-related, self-development related? Can you please explain this?
So there's a little bit of all of it. I hear with the self-development, you don't have to worry. So that for you is going to feel natural and easy. A lot of it does have pertain to nature and also your work. So it is going to be a bit of trying to balance, some of the causes that you have with also being able to provide. Okay. So I hear that's where the balance and where the extra added workload is from. Okay.
All right. This next question is, my guides informed me that because of what's coming up in the next 6 months, I would have to regularly make visits to nature and so forth. Can they explain to me what in these 6 months is going to have such an effect on me and why?
I just hear that you're going to be pulled. You're going to be pulled thin. So it really just feels like you're going to have a lot of things that you're working on, and you're not going to have a lot of extra time. So you're going to need to de-stress that way. Is really how it comes across. Again, it's work related. It does feel to me also nature related. So there are going to be some things coming up that you're not going to be happy about that people are doing in the nature, in the environment near you, that is going to have you interfering with them. So trying to, stand up for nature, basically.
All right. Grace, next question is, I am practicing daily to improve my connection with my guides. Can they give me some feedback if I'm moving forward in the right direction? Are there things that I am missing? Are there any instructions they have for me to improve all of this?
So what I hear is you're doing a great job. I think more than anything, it's like learning to trust the information that's coming through wholeheartedly without any kind of doubt. There is sometimes they'll say something and it comes in really quickly and leaves really quickly. So I hear for you more than anything is paying attention to those subtle things. That is a little harder for us when we're starting to open up, is paying attention to just the small little subtle things that we think is insignificant. So I hear just paying attention to that. The big stuff you have no problem with. It's the subtle stuff, okay?
Right. This next question is, I do bird photography, and in this, I'm trying to connect the birds present at the area that I'm visiting. This I'm trying as an experiment or exercise to practice my spiritual consciousness and my connection to Mother Gaia. Do my guides have any guidance for me?
So you're doing a great job. They are showing me, I think it's a blue herring. So what they're telling me is that when you see this is a validation that they are with you and that they are helping you and that they are moving you in the directions that you need to do with your connection, okay? So when you see the blue herring, it might not be called a blue herring. It just looks like one to me, okay? So it's a herring. You know what a herring looks like, I'm sure. So as soon as you see that, just know that that's going to be a validation from them, okay? And they're telling me it's not going to take very long for that to happen for you.
All right. This next question is, one of the ways I try to bring about consciousness of nature is through this bird photography and publishing of these pictures on social media. Do my guides have any advice on this, how to improve it all?
I think for you, more than anything, the animals, the birds that you are seeing, I would look up the spiritual meaning when you do see them, honey, and see how that kind of correlates with like what's happening in your life. What is the message that animal is giving you right in that moment? So when you see it, you can look it up. There's a book that just tells you the spiritual meaning of animals, so you can look it up. You should be able to find it on Google. If you Google them, it should come up. So that's the added part of it, is paying attention to what is the spiritual message that they're giving you, because there is a reason why you're seeing these animals. All right.
All right. Great. Next question is, sometimes it is as if I know there are one or more energetic fields of communication just waiting for me to tap into. Yet it is as if there is a barrier that prevents me from reaching into these communications. Do my guides have any guidance for me on how to bring about breaching this barrier? So
you have to understand that we are not only hearing it, we're also feeling the environment. So these different levels are, they're layers. It's all happening in the same space, but layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. So you have to learn how to dial yourself up. So literally turn your hearing on, turn your third eye on, and let yourself feel your way through it, as well as listen and hear your way through it and see your way psychically speaking, okay? So there are going to be things that you're going to get. It's almost like a daydream. So when you're daydreaming, you get images in your head. Some of us do, if you're a visual person. And so you'll see those images, those psychic images, just even coming into an area that you've never been before and paying attention to the nature. What did it look like before? That type of thing will help you have a bigger and broader understanding of those components. Okay, honey?
All right, and Greg's last question is, Ari has not received any invites for an interview for a job position as a teacher yet. Can she still expect a positive development in getting a school teacher's job in September? Lots of gratitude.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say for her to definitely make sure that she does have her like resume out and that she is looking, not sitting at home waiting for it to happen. It's an interactive thing, so she definitely needs to make herself her presence known there. Okay, so have her go around, have her have an Indeed or something to that effect, so that she is set up where people can find her. Okay.
All right, that's it for Greg.
All right, Greg.
Started off with
a bang. Yeah.
All right, our next question here is from Erin Early. Hello, Erin.
Hey,
Welcome
Erin.
back. Yes, 3 questions.
All right.
Erin's first question is, good afternoon, beautiful souls. My friends Anne and Dwayne are going through a rough patch. How long will it last?
I hear it's only going to be 3 months, so it's not a forever thing. It just feels like about 3 months, and they seem to get through things.
All right, Erin's next question is, my twin says he's going to rehab, but has to wait until they call him. Will he go when they call, or is he putting a show for our mother?
I don't think that he's planning on going, honey. Yeah, I really feel like that is false information, unfortunately.
All right, and Erin's last question here is, I know you're probably getting tired of these, but more past lives, please.
No, never get tired of those. Absolutely not. Interesting. Okay, so what I see right now, what they're showing me, it feels to me like, okay, so I do feel like it's an Egyptian life or something to that effect. I see, it reminds me of, what it looked like prior to, when you see movies where they show the Nile and they show the river, they show the scenery, all of that, and I see you walking along there. It does look like you are high status, because I do see you really quite dressed up, and I do see you with jewelry and that type of thing on. You are, I would say, communing with nature there. So you're walking along. I can see you like putting your hands along they're reeds or whatever it is that's coming up out of the water, and you're just kind of all by yourself. It feels like you're not, and you feel safe. Like you don't feel like you need to worry about somebody harming you or getting involved in your quiet time. It feels like this is an area that you come frequent, and it's very safe. I hear that there was quite a spiritual feeling there and a very strong presence. You had a really deep connection with this space, is what I hear. And I do hear that if you ever went to Egypt, you would find it, is what they say. So you would actually recognize the feeling of this being a place that you felt safe and you felt connected. I spent a lot of time there, they're saying, as a girl, really trying to figure out life and figure out things. And you were kind of held down, I hear. You were held back from being able to, because you weren't a boy, so you were held back from being able to explore fully the things that you had in your mind, or the ideas and the experiences that you wanted to have were not necessarily for you because you weren't allowed. But you had a very soft spirit, like a very soft space for nature in that space, and they're saying like there was a lot of worship in that area, but it was yours alone, is what I hear. So there wasn't other people there. That's why I think you had a lot of status, because there was nobody else that traveled that area. Yeah, it's a smaller space, but it was just yours alone, is what I hear.
All right. Thank you so much, Erin. And I am just going to go over our list
Sounds
here.
good.
All right. Next up on our list is Britt P.
Hey,
Then
Britt.
Veronica Gomez. Then Angelica Yevis. Then Carrie B. Then Bianca Al. Then Michelle Placencia. Then Sandra Phelps. Then Christina Alejandro. Then Jules Rafter. After Jules is Kimber Pell. Then we have Jamie Gabrielle. Then Amanda Adams. Then Shantae H. Welcome back. Then Simone. Then Rosa Lascano. Then Andrea Mate. Then Anna Abatino. Then Terry B. Then Claudia O. Then Ashlyn Rampool. Then Alicia Smith. Then Michelle Worcester. Then Connie H. Then then Tracy Sadeshny, then Cecilia Rodriguez, then we have Hanan Abdullah, yes, and then Imani Ford, then Robert Montoya, then Veronica L, then Shah R, then Sirat Ular, then Catherine K, then Mariana Gasca, then Nicole Whitlock, then Kim H, then Angela Bernard, then Corey Gerton, then Amber Lee, then Abigail Mendoza, then Meredith Johnson, then Melina Padron, then we have, second here, that is it for now, but we are still adding to that list.
All right.
All right, and if you would like to get your questions answered and be put on that list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 gets you 3 questions answered. $25 gets you 5 questions answered. And $50 gets you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live. That includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. So stick around until the end.
I just noticed, I have no idea how this happened, but my ice jumped out of my cup.
Oh.
Very strange.
All right, then.
I don't know. It's not even overly... Jumped out onto the table. Strange.
Oh, good thing you saw it.
Yeah, it would have melted all over then. Probably wrecked the table, so now it's like jumped. We're all good.
All right, are you good to continue?
I'm good now.
Our next question here on our list is from Britt P. Welcome back, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
5 questions. All right, Britt's first question is, did James see that I deleted my message on his Facebook post? If so, was he happy my name was there or upset the comment was gone?
I hear that he did notice. It does feel like he was a bit upset, actually.
Next question is, one of the mothers of his children commented on his post and he responded, I appreciate the love. Do I have any reason to worry about them too?
No. It's not like that.
Alright, next question is, our last call was Monday. If I don't call until Friday, will we be able to talk and it be okay, or will he be upset I haven't called?
No, you'll be able to talk right here. It's definitely going to put things in perspective right here.
Does he think about me almost as much as I think about him or close to?
You definitely think about him more, but that doesn't mean he doesn't think about you, and he does think about you pretty often. It's just, it feels like you think about him a lot.
Alright. And Britt's last question is, his girl cousin told me that he told her about the puppy he gave me. Does he show his family how much he likes me by mentioning me? And can they tell how much he likes me based off what he says?
I don't think they're that aware, to be perfectly honest. They do know that you're somebody important in his life. It definitely does feel like they're aware that he likes you more than the average person, for sure, but not necessarily to the depths that you're thinking. Yeah, that they aren't aware of that, is what I mean. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Our next question here is from Anna Amatino. Hello, Anna. Welcome back. Yes, 10 questions.
Nice.
Thank you. All right. Anna's first question is, I've been feeling so deep in the dumps. I know I'm not living my purpose and it's killing me. I want to say and do so much, but I'm scared. And my interests keep changing. I just need guidance.
Mm-hmm. So be very careful how you word your things. Don't be saying it like that to say, you know, I'm feeling frustrated because I'm not living my life. The other phrase that you say is a very powerful manifestation. We don't want to be saying that, okay? So just to redirect you. I do hear for you, the next few months is really about you figuring out who you are. You haven't found yourself yet, and that is a big part of why you aren't quite content yet. Okay, so take the next, I'm going to say 3 months minimum to do some self-discovery. This is going to help you more on your path than anything else. Being more authentic, living your authentic self. So that means speaking your truth, saying no when you want to say no, having boundaries, standing up for yourself. That's a hard one. It's a very hard one for us to do. So learning to take care of what your needs are first. If you don't know yourself, honey, you can't know why you're here and what you're here to do. What I do hear for you is that you are somebody who is here to help others. So you are a healer, you are a light worker, you are somebody who has a bigger purpose here. And that's why you feel kind of blah about, doing the 9 to 5 and working a life away, right? You are here to do some healing work, but you have some work yourself to do first. Okay, you're not quite where you need to be able to help others. You've been through a lot, so we have to clear it and we have to work through that energy and understand that energy and how it's changed and transformed you internally. Okay, I do hear you're going to take some courses, so it does look like you're going to get some education over the next 6 months. That is going to kind of put you in the direction of where you need to go. I hear get into some kind of counseling course just so that you know how to counsel others. It really feels like you're going to get more into like life coaching, healing, that type of thing, and really taking better care of yourself is where it starts.
All right.
Okay.
And this next question is, will Kay talk to me again?
I hear yes, but it feels like it's not until later next year. So it's a ways away still.
All right, next question is, Audrey's birthday was on Monday, so I sent her the same energy back that she sent me for my birthday. Did she notice or no?
I don't get the sense that she was very aware necessarily the way that you are aware, as you are a little bit more aware of that type of thing. Although I do hear there was some awareness to it, just not quite as conscious as you.
All right. The next question is, what is Audrey's energy like in terms of our friendship as of lately?
So I do hear that Audrey has been kind of feeling a bit more like a hermit, like cut off a little bit, not just with you. It feels like there's a few people that there's been a strain or there's been a bit of not giving as much as I normally do. It just feels like I've got a hermit and that's going on for her. So it's not anything that you're doing or anybody else is doing. It just feels like I've got stuff that I'm coping with or I'm clearing and working on, and I have to do that on my own is how it feels. Right? But friendship wise, like there's still a connection. I don't feel like that connection is severed by any means. It just feels like I'm not giving my full the way that I normally do. But it's just because I am dealing with some stuff is what it feels like.
Alright, next question is, we started fertility treatment. I know you said I would be pregnant by July, but it didn't happen. How quickly will we get pregnant now with the treatment?
So it looks like you will get pregnant pretty much right away, honey. As soon as you are ready to implant, it looks like it will take.
Yay! Yeah.
Just keep me posted, okay?
Alright, next question is, so I'm still at this job. As much as I'm grateful, it's killing me in so many ways. When will I get another job?
They're saying 7 months still. Yeah, so it's not time yet.
Alright, next question is, Stacy, my supervisor, has noticed my energy changing. Does she notice I'm pulling back more?
I think that it is a bit obvious. If you don't want it to be obvious, there are ways to disguise it, but quite frankly, you can't be your authentic self if you're pretending to be somebody else, right? So I think it's fair to say that it is something that everybody is seeing. There's a bit of a difference. You're still doing your job. You're just not as invested energetically. You can see that.
All right. Next question is, when will I meet that new person you said I was supposed to meet in April?
Mm-hmm. So it looks like, again, we have a lot of clearing, a lot of healing that has to happen. They're saying, like, work on the heart chakra, definitely go internally, honey, and clear away any of there's fear. You're also not who you want to be yet. So you're not at that level that you want to be at. And so if you're not there, you can't let this person into your life because you're not ready, right? And so it just feels like as soon as you make the decision and that choice that I'm ready, it happens immediately is what they're saying. But you're kind of on the fence for it. So it does feel to me like you're kind of getting in your own way. Again, it's easy to clear. Timelines can move back and forth very easily. So all you have to do is a little bit of work and you'll be able to move that timeline right away is what I hear. So as soon as you have accepted that you are open, receptive, and you have shifted a little bit of that healing inside of you, you're going to see that this person comes in right away.
All right. Next question is, I've changed my mind about affiliate marketing. It doesn't resonate with me. Should I keep going with my other ideas for my TikTok page?
Yeah, I think that as long as you are online and your presence is there, it's whatever you decide is going to be pretty successful here. I think inspiration is what you really need to focus on. So inspiring others, that's going to help you.
All right, and her last question is, a general update, please. Thank you.
So more than anything, the next 6 months is going to be a little bit of this. Okay, so they're just showing that there's going to be some really great energy, but there's going to be still some of that old momentum that's still trying to pull you and hold you back. So when you have the downs, the ups are great because when you're in that high, you are really successful and you're very focused and motivated, and it's great. But when you get into those lows, it can be really difficult for you to get any kind of movement in the right direction. So when you get into those lows, do anything and everything you can to get yourself back up to that high. So the way that you do that, you watch, mindset, values, videos that are going to really increase you, meditate, that type of thing. Journaling really helps. Just don't let the lower energy keep you anchored, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Anna.
Okay.
And I see Rebecca, proud mom of 2 boys. Welcome back. Rebecca says, my husband got his promotion like you said he would. Yay!
Right on. Good job.
Tell him congratulations.
Yes, congrats.
All right. And thank you for sharing that.
Yes, thank you. It's always great.
All right. Our next question here is from Veronica Gomez.
Hey,
Hello,
Veronica.
Veronica gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
First question is, will Alfredo find another job before his birthday?
No, not right before his birthday, but it does look shortly after, I hear. Yeah.
All right. Next question is, general, please.
Oh, well, this feels good. So it does feel like you're getting back on track. September seems to be the month where everybody gets their ducks in a row. So it really feels like things are moving in the right direction, especially for you with your education. Okay, so I do feel that there has been a little bit of stress around you learning this new stuff, but I do know that you're going to be just fine, honey, and you are going to figure it all out. And it does feel like in September there's just more movement in that direction. So you'll be able to get through this no problem. I know, get that overthinking out, throw that stress out. You don't need to worry about it because you are going to get it figured out. And I do see that there is a mentor who is going to help you with this. Okay, so you're not going to be doing this on your own. So somebody who you can do, share and ask questions with. So yeah, it's going to get easier is what I hear.
All right. And Veronica's last question is there anything I should do for the new moon to help with my manifestation?
Well, I think more than anything, just writing out. I hear for you, do the letter to yourself. So write a letter to yourself on the new moon, all the things that you have experienced, all the things that you want to have happen, but say them as if they've already happened, okay? So, dear Veronica, guess what's happened this year? And write it down. And then I do hear, keep it under your mattress where you sleep, but not under your pillow, okay? So they're saying put it under the mattress, because if it's under the pillow, you're going to touch it and you're not going to be able to let it go, basically. So put it under your mattress after you're done and leave it there, and you can look at it again in the future, but just not right away, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Veronica. Our next question here is from Angelica Yepes. Welcome back.
Hello.
Angelica's question is, when do you see Momentum Clinic contacting me for an interview? Thank you.
So they're saying that within the next 2 weeks, there should be a contact. There should be an interview set up.
That's it for Angelica.
Oh, okay.
Our next question here is from Carrie B, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Carrie's first question is, hello ladies.
Hi.
I'm just looking on advice for manifesting, especially with the new moon today. I wrote down the past 3 full moons, exactly what I'm trying to manifest, and although some things I have manifested, other things feel stuck. I thought that I was very clear in my letters what I wanted. Any advice for me on what I might be doing wrong or what I could do different?
So what I hear is those things that you're feeling stuck on, it feels like you don't feel worthy enough to actually accept it and allow it to happen in your life. So what I would do is take this opportunity during the new moon to get into a meditative state and really ask your subconscious mind, what is in the way of me allowing myself to have this thing? And then work through it. There's 3 things specifically they're saying. So those 3 things are going to come up for you. You can do one at a time and work through that energy, and you do it through meditation, through hypnosis, that type of thing. Okay, so you're going to get yourself into that state where you're going to allow your subconscious mind to tell you what is in the way. And then you're going to be able to allow yourself to let that go. Okay, and then it should now have that momentum that you're looking for. Okay.
Right. Carrie's next question is, just wanted to check in with how Matt is progressing.
Oh, actually pretty good, I hear. It does feel to me like the next 3 weeks seem to be pretty good for Matt. It does feel like a lot less stress, or like there's a lifting off my shoulders. So I do hear that things are getting easier, is what they're saying. That's the word they want me to tell you. So easier is good.
Right. Next question is, there is a girl named Adriana who seems obsessed with Matt. Do you have any insight into what connected them and why she thinks it was more of a relationship than what it was?
I hear that it's just the way that she is. You know, she takes everybody. She's somebody who wears her heart on her sleeve, and she takes everybody. A little bit of attention means that they're like going to get married, type of thing. So she just takes it to that extreme. It feels like she's just really young, and she doesn't know how to deal with her feelings. So I do hear that she'll grow out of it, but in this moment, it feels like she just doesn't know herself.
Right, next question is, are there any other women trying to pursue Matt?
No, not that I see.
Right, and the last question is, we just hired a new employee. Will she end up being a good fit, and will this allow me to have the schedule I want?
So it does look like you're going to need to do some training. Once you get this person trained, yes, absolutely. Until then, don't leave things. You got to be hands-on until then. Is basically what they're saying. So if you leave things, it's going to fall apart a little bit. You don't want to have that stress. So just make sure that you train well.
All right. Thank you so much, Carrie. And there is 10 minutes left to
Wow.
donate, everyone. I know, it went so fast.
It did go fast.
So 10 more minutes left to get on the list, and I'll quickly just go over how to do that. So in order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. How to get on the list.
Yeah. No, I guess we don't have to do that. And there you go.
All right. And our next like goal is 50,000 likes, 50K. Once we make it there, we'll do 5 free questions from the comments. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Our next question here is from Bianca Al. Bianca gets 3 questions.
All right.
Bianca's first question here is, hello, ladies. Me and Amin, I hope I said that right. Me and Amin had our first date yesterday. How did he feel about it? Was there any negativity?
I don't get that there was. It feels to me like there were sparks. It's definitely going to be a second and a third and a. So yeah, it looks like it went well.
All right. Bianca's next question is, do you see him falling in love with me or maybe in the future?
In the future, not right away. Not quick to fall in love is what I hear. Okay.
Right. And Bianca's last question is, will there be any intimacy between us? Has he thought of that?
Yes.
He's very religious.
Yes. It's okay that he's religious. It doesn't mean that he doesn't think about that type of thing. And yeah, there will be. There will be intimacy for sure.
All right. And that's it for her. Thank you.
Okay.
Our next question is from Michelle Placencia. Welcome back. Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Michelle's first question is, hi, Rebecca and V. Hope you ladies are well. She says, I was wondering, when should I bring up to Fernando meeting up?
So I hear that you can do that within the next, wait until after the weekend, basically, is what they're saying. But yeah, you can. After after this weekend.
All right, Michelle's next question is, when do I bring it up? What will he say?
So I would say, just make it light and casual. It looks like he'll say yes. Yeah. Bring it up after the weekend, they're saying. So for whatever reason, maybe it's just that he's not going to be available after this weekend. Anytime after this weekend, and you can make it like the next day, the same day if you want. But, yeah. And I would say, let's go for lunch or coffee or whatever.
All right. Next question is, I texted him last night saying thank you about new music, but he hasn't replied. Why? Will he reply?
Yeah, he will. I hear by tomorrow you'll hear from him. Just busy is what I hear.
Yeah. All right. Next question is, if he says yes to meeting up, when do you see that happening?
A couple of weeks from now, I hear.
All right. And Michelle's last question is, general on the situation with Fernando. Thank you.
So remember that we were trying to build our friendship first. So keeping that energy focused there. Keep it light and simple, honey, okay? You don't want to get too serious or energetically be heavy because Fernando is sensitive to it, so he can feel the intention. So really keep it light and enjoyable, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. And there is 5 minutes left to get on the list, everyone.
Right.
5 more minutes left to get on the list. And I'll go over it again very quickly here. So in order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making the donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation gets you a guaranteed question answered. $15 gets you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered, and $50 will get you 10 questions answered. That's to get on the list.
That's right. Keep putting to do the rest of it.
All right. Our next question.
Thank you, honey.
Our next question is from Sandra Phelps. Welcome back, Sandra. Who gets 5 questions.
Nice.
Aww. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
All right. Sandra Phelps gets 5 questions.
Get it
Welcome
right.
back. Sandra's first question here is the person I'm going to be in a relationship with in my energy field, have I come across him yet?
They say not quite yet, but they are moving closer is what they're saying, so they are coming.
All right. Next question is, me and Mindy, are we still going to connect in September?
Yes. Yeah, you are.
Okay. Next question is, what can you tell me about school for Connor?
I hear you don't have to worry as much as you are. It does feel to me like it's going to be okay. It's going to be a much better experience than last time is what they're saying. So whatever that means to you, that's the message that I hear. It's going to be a lot better experience than last time.
All right, next question is, what should I know going into the last few weeks of August and September?
So keeping your focus, keep your head down. I'm not sure why they're saying that, but keep your head down. I guess just don't make any waves at work and don't get involved again with whatever dynamics that is happening there. Right? So focus on your job and focus on yourself and focus on just presenting professionally.
All right, and her last question is, general, whatever my guys need me to know. As always, thank you, and I hope you ladies have a wonderful day. Thank you, Sandra.
Don't forget to stop and take a moment for yourself and breathe and relax and enjoy and have some time where you're not taking life so seriously is what I hear for you, okay? So definitely take a weekend and if you have time off on a weekend and just go for a drive, take care of just relaxing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Sandra. Our next question is from Christina Alejandro. Welcome back. Gets 5 questions.
All right.
Christina's first question is, hey love, how are y'all doing?
Great.
Can I get a general for the first question?
Sure. For you, I do hear that there is some, they're saying changes in the wind. So there is some changes coming. They do feel to me like, some of the stuff that's changing is going to feel a little bit scary. It does feel like it is good changes, but for you, it's very different from what you're used to. I do see somebody new coming into your life that is a key, important person to your future. So this is somebody who's going to be hanging around. It's not somebody who's just in and out. And I just hear that there are some big changes around your stability in a good way, not a bad way. Okay, so I don't want you to be scared. But it is different, is what they say. So they're telling you be open and receptive to opportunity that isn't necessarily what you're used to. You'll know what it is what I hear. Right?
All right. Christina's next question is, you once mentioned Caleb told Saeed some of the things I told, not all of it. My question is, what exactly is it that he said, like the good things or the bad things?
No, I don't hear the bad things. It feels to me like avoiding the bad things is like this person's personality. So they're not the type to go and they're not gossipy that way. It feels to me like bolstering you and lifting you up and really trying to present you in a good light is what it sounds like.
All right. Next question is, how does Saeed feel towards me at the moment? How are his feelings towards me?
So I hear that it's not bad. I don't get the sense that Saeed has any kind of ill feelings towards you, honey. It almost feels like there's more under the surface than I'm willing to show, but they're there, is what I hear. So there is feelings there. There is this appreciation of you. I'm just not publicly comfortable with that, is what it feels like.
All right. Next question is, did he ever have a girlfriend after me? Some lady said she saw him at the mall with a girl. My question is, did he have any feelings towards the girl he went out with?
I heard that it was a family member, so no, it doesn't feel like it was somebody that he was dating.
All right. And the last question is, why is it that it's taking Saeed so long to reach out to reconcile? LOL. I know he's awkward, but what's stopping him?
It's very awkward. So he is very reserved. Is the word I'm gonna use. It feels to me like he doesn't like putting his life out there for everybody. So everything that he does seems to be more about doing it in secrecy or in the background. He doesn't like an audience is why. And so he will reach out is what I hear, but it just takes a little bit more time.
All right. Thank you so much, Christina. And that is it for our donate button, everyone. So we are now closing our list for the live. Don't worry, if you donated before this, you are still getting your questions answered. We go through until we're all done there. But yes, our donate button is now turned off for the live list. However, we will still have our donate button on for email questions. If you want to get your questions answered that way, you can donate through the link in the bio.
That's right.
Or email questions.
That's right. So the email button is now being turned on, and the donate button for the live is being turned off. Okay.
That's right. All right, and I'm going to go over the list here. So if you have donated, just keep your ears open, and I'm going to go through who is next.
All right.
All right, next on our list is Jules Rafter, then Kimber Pell, then we have Jamie Gabrielle, then Amanda Adams, then Shante H, then Simone, then Rosa Liscano, then Andrea Mate, then Anna, sorry, we already did that one, Andrea Mate, then we have Terry B, then Claudia O, then Ashlyn Rampool, then Alicia Smith, then Michelle Borster, then Connie H, then Tracy Sadeshny, then Cecilia Rodriguez, then Hanana Dilla, then Imani Ford, then Robert Montoya, then Veronica L, then Shah R, then Sirat Hular, then Catherine K, then Mariana Gasca, then Nicole Whitlock, then Kim H, then Angela Bernard, then Jeanette Maldonado, then we have Corey Gerton, then Amber Lee, then Abigail Mendoza, then Meredith Johnson, then Melina Padron, then Danielle Watson, then Tara Brown, then Cassie Vale, then Jennifer Bowman, then Shannon McCoy, then Anissa Alcala, then Lynn Braggs, then Robin G, then Lena Marie Bedden, then Mikia Edmondson, then Monty Hurd, then Shuna Norton, then Diana Aberjan, then Angelica Yepes, then Jessica G. We're almost there, guys, don't worry. Then Angela Wright, and that is it. All right. Thank you all so much. So if there was anyone else who donated before we just turned our button off, oh, and Brittany. Sorry, just got back to the list.
All good.
So yes, if there was anyone else who donated before the button was turned off and you did not hear your name on that list and you've not yet been answered, please head over to the live support now through the link in the bio. Send them the email that you used to donate and state in the chat until you get confirmed. And at the bottom of that list is also Annie Sheridan.
Okay.
So Brittany and Annie Sheridan got added
All
to
right.
that list. Thank you all so much. All right, our next question here is from Jules Rafter. Jules says, what's the best way for me to proceed successfully with my new business?
Okay, so you really need exposure is what they're saying. Get online and share everywhere. Get your online presence strong and make sure that you are sharing the heck out of it, okay?
All right, thank you so much. Our next question is from Kimber Pell. Hello, Kimber. We get 2 sets of questions.
Oh, perfect.
Kimber's first question is, hello, ladies. Just curious if I can start eating wheats for coffee or snacks.
So I hear yes for the coffee. So with the wheats, yes, they're saying you can start eating the wheats. Just make sure that it's not sprayed too much with chemicals, okay?
All right. Kimber's next question is, anything from my guides?
Okay, so the next couple of months are going to be less about having to worry about your physical self and now more focusing on your spiritual self, okay? So as you're going through this physical journey, just remember that you are working also on your intuitive, your internal guidance, okay? So really getting tapped in that way.
All right, Kimber's next question is, will we fly to New Orleans in September?
Oh, I heard you will, yes.
Nice. All right, the next question is, curious about a past life.
Ooh, interesting. Wow. Okay, so you know you're gonna find this interesting, and I actually do find this interesting. So you did have you had a wound in your stomach, is what I'm being told, and it affected. You lived, but it affected you for the rest of your life, and this is part of the trauma and why you're going through what you're going through now. What they're telling me is it happened at the age you are now, and it was I don't know if it was a gunshot or some kind of it was some kind of an accident, and you just got hit, but you survived, but it caused all kinds of stomach issues. And so you had a very hard time eating food, and you lived with it, but it was awful. So I would go into a past life regression and really clear that so that you can get rid of that. That's why it's coming up now, is because you're ready. You're ready to let it go. So this issue that you're having now is past life memory for your body and your soul. You don't need to hang on to it, is what I hear, okay? Interesting.
All right, next question is, anything from spirit guides?
Yeah, so your intuition is, your spidey senses are getting stronger, is what I hear. So your intuition is really starting to amplify. You are starting to really tap in. They're saying collective tapping in, so it is something you want to practice. So what they mean by that, honey, is getting into a meditative state and hearing a message for the collective. Okay, so for everybody.
All right, Kimber's last question is, will we sell our home and hubby retire next year?
2 years, they're saying. So not next year.
And will they sell their home?
Next year. 2 years, not next year. They're saying 2 years, not next year. So it's not happening next year for you.
All right, thank you, Kimber. Oh, and she gets another.
Yeah, you said there was 2 sets, right?
3.
Oh, okay.
All right, Kimber's next question is, just curious how my hubby is doing. Very angry.
I would get him in for a physical if you can. They are showing me the heart, honey, and the anger, it isn't, it feels medical. So I'll get him checked, okay?
All right, Kimber's next question is, should I take Benadryl or Claritin?
So I hear the Claritin isn't going to do much. Benadryl is more of an instant. Not too much of it. They're saying it's not easy on your system. Okay?
All right, and Kimber's last question is, weight gain soon?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Kimber.
Yes.
Our next question here is from Jamie Gabrielle, who gets 3 questions. Welcome back.
All right.
Jamie's first question is, will I open a store before Christmas?
So what I hear is you're going to have something open, not physically. It feels to me like it's going to be more online first before Christmas. If you're doing a physical location, I'm not hearing that happening before Christmas.
All right, Jamie's next question is, will Craig propose before November?
It does look like around the holidays, yes.
Right, Jamie's next question is, will we sell the house and move into town?
You will, yes. That does feel like it's about 6 months away, though.
All right. Thank you so much, Jamie. Our next question is from Amanda Adams. Hello. Amanda gets 3 questions, but 2 by email, okay?
Okay. So we're just going to do one now?
Yeah. All right. Amanda's question is, what has he thought about me lately?
Okay, so right away they're like fantasizing, so that's not a bad thing, I suppose. But yeah, there's been a lot of fantasizing. A lot of remembering things. So they're not bad thoughts. Let me just say that they're good thoughts.
All right.
A lot of fantasizing is what I hear.
All right. Our next question is from Shantae H. Welcome back. He gets 3 questions.
All right.
Haven't seen you for a while.
No, I know.
All right. Shantae says, "Am I currently pregnant?"
So they say not yet, but there is definitely a baby soul around you, so you will be pregnant. When I see that, it's like right away.
The next question is, when will I be moving in with my boyfriend?
So it looks like that's happening next year for you guys. You will start talking about it towards the end of this year, but it feels to me like it's going to be around, they're saying around March.
All right, and Shanta's last question is, when will I get a better paying job? Around 65 to 70,000.
So that isn't for about 8 months, I hear. So you're kind of where you are right now. The job that is meant for you opens up in about 8 months, is what I hear.
All right, thank you. Our next question is from Simone. Welcome back, Simone, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Simone's first question is, what month will my new car arrive?
So they're saying 2 months from now, honey.
All right, Simone's next question is, will I see and speak to A at the event in 2 weeks?
You will, yes. It doesn't feel like it's really deep conversation, though. It feels kind of surfacey.
And Simone's last question is, what does the new love interest look like that I'll be meeting this year?
Mm-hmm. So, quite dark skin. I see dark hair, dark eyes. Very. I'm gonna say it's like a sort of the heart shaped face is what I'm seeing. Slender, definitely fit. Somebody who takes care of themselves physically is what I hear. Yeah. That's what I see.
All right. Thank you so much, Simone. Mm-hmm. And we have a clarification here from Christina Alejandro.
Okay.
Okay. Christina's clarification question is, hey, love, you just answered one of my questions where I asked, how are Saeed's feelings towards me? You mentioned they are there but aren't. Can you please explain? He does have nice feelings but doesn't like to show it?
He doesn't like to show it. He's a very private individual and he doesn't like it being a public thing. But yeah, they're there.
And I see that we are at our like goal of
Yay!
50,000 likes. Great job, everyone.
Yay, good job.
And that means that we can now do our 5 great questions.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody. All right. Our first free question here, and make sure you put some in on Instagram as well. Our first free question is from Audrey. Audrey says, does Josiah E. love me at all? He recently told me he doesn't know what love is.
I will agree with that statement. There is feelings, definitely cares about you, honey, but love is a hard one for him. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Mandy. Mandy says, will I get the salary I have asked for?
You will. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Belinda. Belinda says, will the judge at the next hearing on the 28th allow Raiden to continue to live with me?
Yes.
Right. Our next free question is from Anissa. Anissa says, will I find love soon?
So it looks like it's coming in for you next year, honey. They're saying about 10 months away.
All right. And our last question here is from Raven. Welcome back. Raven says, will I get to go to Colorado next month?
Yes, you will, honey.
All right. Thank you, everyone, so much for getting us to our like goal. Our next like goal for 5 more free questions is 100,000 likes. So let's keep on tapping. I'm sure we'll get there in no time.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's continue on with our list here. Give me 1 second.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Our next question here is from Hanan Abdullah. Hello, Hanan, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Welcome back. Hanan's first question is, hi, ladies. Hope all of you are doing well. Am I going to be financially stable? I mean, very rich, and when?
Okay. So your stability starts before you're very rich. Yes, you are going to have a lot of extra money. You are going to have a surplus. Very rich is very subjective. We're going to say it like that. You're going to have more than enough. You're going to have enough to be able to travel. You're going to have enough to buy whatever you want. You're going to have enough to go out whenever you want. So, I mean, to most, that's rich, right? The amount of rich that you're saying with that very rich, no, that's not happening. But you're going to have more than enough is what I hear. Yeah. And I hear that that is something that's coming in the next 5 years for you. But stability is way before that.
All right. Our next question is, do you see me completing studying ACCA, or will I change to something else?
So it does look like you are going to study ACCA, but it does feel like you are going to add something else as well. So you're going to do both, is what I hear.
All right. The next question is, when will I change my job?
So not until next year, they're saying.
All right. The next question is, what is coming from you with Daniel? Can you please elaborate?
So what I hear with you two, definitely getting closer. It feels to me like you're going to open up to each other in a very deep way. It's going to be a very different experience for Daniel, so take it slow. It does feel like if you go too fast, you're going to scare him, okay? But you guys are getting closer. It's going to be a nice holiday is what I hear too.
All right. And her last question is, when do you see us getting married?
2 years from now, I hear.
All right. Thank you so much, Hanan. Our next question here is from Rosa Lascano. Welcome back, Rosa. Who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Rosa's first question is, hi, Rebecca. My family friend since 13, Jay, her father suddenly passed away. Is there any messages I can relay to her from her daddy?
Oh, he's watching over everybody. Big old bear. Like, the way that he comes through is like somebody just gives the best hugs for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, he just gives the best hugs. And he really does have these enormous wings that he just hugs the family with. He's hugging them all. He's there with them. So let her know that. There's a specific song that he's going to use to let her know that he's there. So have her listening. You know, when the song comes up, this is him. When she hears and feels him, that is him. So this song in particular is what he's saying. Is he's going to use the music to let her know that he's around. So tell her to pay attention to that. He is honestly such a loving, caring, protective, generous individual. I just the hugging is the thing that stands out the most. Just this big bear hug, big bear. That's what they say. Yeah.
All right. The next question is, how can I support them, or what can I take when I go today? They're like family, and I just wish I could do more. Everyone is suffering.
Yeah, it is so hard. It is so hard. You know, I will let them know that, you know, he is not going to be gone from their lives. You know, he's such a funny guy. He is a very caring individual, and he's going to continue to care about them. He's going to continue to be there with them. I think if you're going to take anything, I don't know why they're telling you to take a plant, but take a plant. That's what they're saying to take. Okay, so a live plant, not flowers, not cut flowers, but a live plant as a representation of bringing life into the space instead of something that's dead. Okay.
All right. And her last question is, I took a leave from work. Do you see them requiring documentation?
No, I think they'll be okay. I don't think you will need it.
All right. Thank you so much, Rosa. Our next question is from Andrea Matze. Welcome back. Andrea says, is D the one? I know someone else is coming in. Which one is it? Love your hair.
Oh, thank you, honey. So I hear that D is strongly very much what you've been asking for, honey. They're showing all the boxes being ticked except for maybe one. So everything except maybe one thing, basically, is what they're saying. So to me, close enough. I would say close enough. You do have the energy open to have anybody come in that can match, but I do feel like this is a pretty darn close match for what you've been asking for. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah.
And Rosa says, that's so funny. I took flowers yesterday. This is true. Thank you so much for the amazing message.
You're welcome. And don't forget to take care of yourself too, because I know that it's sad for you as well.
All right. Our next question here is from Terry B.
Hey,
Terry, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Glad to see that you made it. All right. Terry's first question is, hello, beautifuls. I have a lady named Brooke that contacted me for her dad who has dementia. Will I get this job in Newport Beach?
Oh, yeah. You can easily get this job. I hear he will like you very much. Yeah.
All right. Next question is, I just took my mom to airport. She seems so irritable. Said some weird things to me. What's that about?
So there's a lot going on internally with your mom. Emotionally speaking, it feels like there's a bit of past stuff that's coming up for her, and it feels like she's ready to talk about or release it. It's not going to make necessarily sense to you because I feel like you were like really little, so the things that she's kind of alluding to you wouldn't even have been aware of, is what I hear. But allow her to bring it up in the process. It feels like she's ready to let that go. Okay, it's going to be an interesting next few months with her, is what I hear.
All right. Next question is, what are all the great things coming my way for my highest good?
Yeah, I love it, the way you're asking. So I do see, of course, love coming into your life, and it feels to me like it's just around the corner for you, and you just have to declare that you're ready for it and really make space for this person to come into your life, okay? Why do you want them? Who are they? How are they? What kind of individual do you want coming into your life, and why? Really is the biggest thing. I do see that security and stability is happening for you because it's been a little bit of, the last year has been just kind of up and down for you, not enough stability. So I do hear that over the next 6 months for you, the stability comes in, all right? And you're going to be more stable than you have been for a while. So I think that's more important than anything. Financially, I do see that you are going to start actually having a little bit more extra in your pocket, so that's kind of nice. Again, time for you to start doing your spiritual work and really helping others with your gifts, okay?
All right, next question is, what do my spirit guides want me to know?
Time to move into something new. What they're saying is, again, because you are a healer, start looking at setting up something where you can be accessible for people so that there are some people that are coming in and you can see how you are meant to do this, okay? So set something up online if you can. Take the time to set up a website, just an information splash page type thing for you of who you are and what you do. Okay, you're a very genuine, loving soul, honey, and that's what you're here to do is help others. They are saying too that you're going to help animals as well, so you are going to do some Reiki with animals, is what I hear.
All right, and her last question is, General, please. You look gorgeous. Love your do.
Aw, thanks, honey. It's so sweet. Okay, so getting ready for this person coming into your life is what they want me to talk to you about. So really get clear on what it is you're looking for, how you want this individual to be with you. So how are they going to treat you? There is a little bit of resistance because you've been alone for a bit, so it's time to really get open to it, all right? And so sleep, if you're on a bigger bed, sleep on one side and act as if you already have this individual coming into your life. They're already there. They're already part of your life so that you can now allow that person to physically be there. Energetically, they're very much there is what I hear. So you've had visits. Energetically, astrally, you guys have had visits, but physically they haven't come in yet. So it's important that you do start acting as if they're already there so that they can now manifest in your physical reality, okay?
All right, thank you so much. And she said her mom is on her way home, so if you could just clarify, I guess.
She'll be fine. Yeah, the trip will be all good, honey. You don't have to worry about that.
All right, thank you so much, Terry. Our next question here, she said, thank you.
Of course.
All right. Our next question is from Erica Alcala.
Hi, Erica.
Who gets 10 questions.
Nice! Amazing. I'm just going to take a sip for this one.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Erica says, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Glad I'm making it. This new moon astrology thing is kicking my butt. And speaking, my truth has backfired on me, lol. Paul finally reached out because he now agreed to see me since nothing is working out on his behalf. How convenient, right? We both argue over what has been going on since we last saw each other. First question here is, how is he feeling after our argument last night and this morning?
So actually, it's a bit refreshing, is what I hear. So he does feel a little bit more open, is what I'm hearing. So it hasn't backfired. You actually kind of cracked him a little, is what I hear, but in a good way, not a bad way. So it does feel like he's a little bit more open and receptive.
All right. Next question is, he's been asking to meet for lunch, but I've not been ready to see him again. I'm obviously hurt.
Yeah.
When do you see us having a nice lunch as friends?
So I do hear that it's going to happen this weekend.
The next question is, will there still be something later in the future between us, or do we both mess up? If so, when?
No, I do hear that you are moving towards there being a connection in a deeper way. So it's not just going to be platonic. It doesn't feel that way at all. I hear that before November is what they're saying. So it's pretty quick. Yeah, you didn't screw it up. You didn't screw it up. Speaking your truth is important. It's just how you speak it that needs to shift a little. That's what I hear, okay?
The next question is, did he realize when he caused the whole exchanging social media with people from dating apps, and did he really remove them all as he said he did?
He did. And he does know how stupid it was. Yeah.
Right. Next question is, he mentioned since his ex-wife moved, on that he would too. Wasn't he doing that all along? Has he been in communication with his ex-wife?
He has not been in communication with her, but there's always been this little part of him that hasn't let go. So, yeah, he had looked beyond, but he hadn't truly let go the way that he is now.
All right. Next question is, was he hoping they will reconcile, and will they ever hook up again?
They will never hook up again. No, she's not that type of person. She's moved on. I do hear that there is a little bit of hope that they were going to get back together at one point, but not for a long time since. It's been a while since that feeling was there.
All right. Next question is, was he and is he still being completely honest with me about his apology? I don't find it sincere. I'm scared he would hurt me again.
So I do hear that he isn't the type of person to be, he's not very good at expressing himself. Let's just put it that way. I do hear he was being authentic, so it does feel like he was saying the truth. I'm not convinced he wouldn't hurt you again, though. Yeah. So it does look like there is a bit of caution around that. Okay.
All right. Next question is: he said he was upset knowing that I'm talking to other people. Will he want to heal and make a move, or he doesn't care?
No, he does care. He definitely cares. I hear. So he will. If you're open to it, he would totally move. He would totally do it. He would totally be like, let's do this all over again.
Alright, next question is, I am concerned that his daughter won't like me as much as she already likes her mom's boyfriend. When will his daughter meet me, and will she like me?
So I do hear she will like you, honey. You're a very likable individual. You don't have to worry about that. It does feel to me like that's not going to happen, though, until end of year is what they're saying. So closer to December, I hear.
Next question is, will we stop talking? If so, is he still reaching back out once he is healed? How will that look?
I don't hear that you guys are going to stop talking unless you close that door. So it really comes down to if you make the choice that you don't want to pursue, that's the only time you guys will stop talking. It doesn't feel like he wants to stop.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Erica.
All right.
Our next question is from Claudia O. Hello, Claudia, who also gets 10 questions.
Nice! Right on.
Thank you. All right, and welcome back, Claudia.
Yeah.
All right, Claudia's first question is, hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Will my mom and I have a good time in Tucson today?
I hear you well. Yes.
All right, next question is, will I go to the vaccine event or call in sick for work? I'm thinking about telling them I have to go to the vet again.
Yeah, I hear you're going to call in. It's kind of necessary, I hear too.
Right, next question is, when will I see Jar again?
So I'm hearing not this weekend, but next weekend is what they're saying.
Right, next question is, what are Dar's plans / intentions for me currently?
Well, definitely wants to stay connected. I hear definitely interested in still being close with you, honey. So it's not like this person is walking away from you at all. Okay. Although a little bit off. I do hear there's a little bit of off energy, but it's only because I'm not sure what direction we're taking here.
Okay, next question is, does Jar see himself with me long term?
Yes. Yeah. I do believe he does.
Right. I said the intentions were confirmed, right? Yeah. Right. Next question is, has Jar still not been with anyone else intimately after me?
Yeah, there's nobody else. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that.
Right. Next question is, will I put in my 2 weeks to the county in November or December?
December right here. Yeah. They're telling you not yet, so definitely hold off.
Right. Next question is, what do I need to know about my mom's health?
Okay, so she is not a good, she doesn't take care of herself, is what I hear, and she's not good at going to the doctor and getting checkups and things like that. So you really got to be on her with that. I do hear, so they're showing me her blood pressure, so there is some issues there with her blood pressure. I would get her in just to have a physical. It does feel to me like there are some minor things that if she deals with them, no problem. If she leaves them, they're going to escalate, is what I hear. Okay, so I know it's hard to get her to take care of herself that way. She thinks that she's invincible, is what I hear. So she's not the type to take care of herself the way that she should, but she definitely needs to kind of do things a little bit different, I hear.
Right, the next question is, what do my guides want me to know about Jarvis currently?
So be patient with him. It does feel like he is very delicate right now, and he's very afraid. The fear is more about being open and authentic and in a relationship in an authentic, loving, caring, unfrightened way, which is hard for him. He has a hard time letting go, and he comes with a lot of baggage, is what I hear. So they say be patient with him, okay?
All right, and her last question is, what is the last conversation Jar had about me regarding, what is the last conversation Jar had about me regarding what, and who was it with?
So it does feel like it was a male friend. I think they might have just been out either eating or it might have even been out having drinks or something. But it does feel to me like it was a positive conversation. They talked a lot about just who you are and how he feels about you, but without being too feely, if that makes any sense. So that he was attracted, that there are things that he does miss about you, and that he is interested in still continuing to be connected, is what I hear.
All right, thank you so much, Claudia. Our next question is from Ashlyn Rampool. Welcome back.
Ashlyn.
Who gets 5 questions.
Nice.
Ashlyn's first question here is, hi Rebecca,
Hi.
hi Bee, my favorite girls. He says, Rebecca, I'm just worried about my granny. She is with my aunt and has an eye infection. She says she will be fine. Just checking if she will be okay.
Yeah, she will be fine. I hear that they are treating it properly, so it will go away.
All right. Ashlyn's next question is, should I apply for the chemical pathologist job in New Zealand?
I hear you should apply for that. Absolutely. Yes.
All right, his next question is, what is going through Kashania's head right now?
So split energy is what I'm hearing. So that usually means that I'm very distracted with my life and I've got a lot going on and I'm not necessarily focusing on one particular thing. Like my energy split. So I'm doing a lot of different things and I feel like with Kashania, it's like I'm keeping myself distracted, keeping myself busy, and keeping myself not focused is how it feels. It's like an intentional thing, but it's subconscious is what I hear.
This next question is, will Kashania and I eventually get married and have children?
So what I hear is you will have an opportunity to have that path. It doesn't feel set in stone, so that means that it isn't one that is for sure going to happen, but it is an opportunity that can come up for you. I get the sense that somebody else might come along before this happens for you, but it is still there. So it is something that you have asked for and something that you do want. So it is part of the potentiality. But I do hear that there is somebody else that might come and get in the way for you. Yeah.
All right. And Ashlyn's last question is, any advice for my guardian angels, Rebecca?
I will say more than anything, honey, you yourself are very empathic. You're very energetically connected to people. So it is important that you check in and you make sure that when you are interacting, you're not taking some of what other people have. I don't know how else to describe it other than like taking home their garbage, taking home their energy, making sure we're clearing our energy field regularly. So you do that through having a shower, meditation, working with crystals, getting out in nature, that type of thing. But you definitely need to clear your energy field. It feels to me like it's quite contaminated with the people around you. Right?
All right. Thank you so much, Ashlyn. And just a reminder, everyone, our list is closed for the live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. However, we do still have our donate button on for email questions.
That's right.
If you'd like to get your questions answered that way, you can donate through the link in the bio, and the answers will be sent by email in a few hours. It can take up to 24 to 72 hours, but it doesn't usually take that long.
No, it usually doesn't take that long.
All right.
All right.
Our next question here is from Alicia Smith. Welcome back. Who gets 5 questions.
Nice.
All right. Alicia's first question is, hello, ladies. Hi. I'm so excited about the new baby boy. Thanks so much for your psychic insights. When do you see Rachel contacting me?
So it looks like Rachel is going to be contacting you pretty quick here, honey. It does feel to me like it's going to be, again, it's like a subtle contact. So it's like liking a picture or commenting on something is what it feels like, okay? So it's happening like right away is what they're saying.
All right. Her next question is, you mentioned something about me seeing her in person next month. How and where?
So it does feel like you're going to be out with people that you mutually know is what I'm hearing. So I do hear like it's not a setup, but you both know the same people is what I hear. And Rachel's going to be there.
All right. Alicia's next question is she dating anyone?
So I don't hear not dating. There is somebody that is in her energy field, but not necessarily dating is what I hear.
All right. Next question is, when will I get my own place?
Okay, so it looks like it's going to happen for you in the new year. So in 2024, it feels like it's right at the beginning of the year. So January, February is what they're saying.
All right. And the last question is, past life, please.
Okay. So for some reason, you were in the military is what I see, but it looks like it was like Civil War type times. So it does feel like you had a experience where you were fighting, protecting your side is what I'm being told. So what they're showing me, it's literally nighttime. I see you with one of those old guns called muskets. Is that right? Yeah. I get out put the bullets in, and then the gunpowder. That's what it is, and then you like punch it down. Yeah, and I see you like literally crawling. You're ambushing is what they're saying. You're gonna ambush them, but it was you protecting your land, your side, for your family. You were protecting, and I do get that you were a man in that life, and this was a very serious thing for you. Like you were fighting for your rights, basically, is what it feels like. Yeah. It does feel to me like when these types of things come up, there's a correlation with that and this life. So that life coming up for you, it does sometimes feel like you have that fight, right? Where it's like, I'm fighting for my rights, I'm fighting for my personal life, my personal family, my safety, that type of thing. So it does correlate is what they're saying. It's kind of in alignment with some things that have happened in the past few years for you. You're not going to war or anything, though. I just want you to know that's what's coming up for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Alicia. Our next question here is from Michelle Borster. Michelle says, Hi. I hope this is not a weird question, but I had to put my dog down a month ago because he was very sick. I just really want to know if he knew I loved him so much.
Absolutely, honey. And, you saved your dog from so much suffering, honey. So please, please, please don't feel guilty about that. Had you not put your dog down when you did, the suffering would have been awful, is what I hear. Okay? It would have just been awful. So you did exactly what you needed to do. Your dog knows and is still around you, is what I hear. And I do hear you're going to have another dog come into your life, and your other dog is going to be there to help raise it. If that makes sense. So the spirit dog is going to be there for you.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question here is from Connie H. Welcome back, Connie, who gets 10 questions.
Nice. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love you guys.
All right. Connie's first question is, so happy to see you guys. Am I having success with my shadow work?
You are. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're definitely clearing a lot. And they're showing me your spinal column, honey, about midway through. So it's like, here, I'm gonna just show. So it's like about right here. There's a little bit of stuck energy there. Okay, so if you were to go down halfway down your back, you're gonna want to check in there because it does feel like there's a bit of stuck energy. So sometimes it'll show up as like pain, or it'll show up as like discomfort. You may need somebody to help you just to move that energy out. It really feels like an anchor energy, so it feels to me like it's family stuff that's kind of stuck there. So you might want to find somebody who can help you just to unanchor that a little bit.
All right. The next question is, are there more breakthroughs to come?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, our shadow selves, we've got a lot to do. Even when we think we're done, sometimes it sneaks up on us, right? So there will be some breakthroughs. There's going to be some epiphanies, and there's going to be a lot of aha moments. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Next question is, are Jessica and Joey going to stay together?
Not forever. It looks like this is going to be they're saying short-term relationship, so I don't hear that it's a long-term.
All right. Next question is there something going on with Joey that keeps him so negative?
So it's a habitual way of being. It does feel to me like it's like upbringing more than anything. So it definitely comes from his childhood.
All right. Next question is, what do my guides need me to hear?
So trusting what you're hearing and feeling coming through it's definitely divine information that you're getting. Okay, so it's not just random things, and it's not your imagination. So they really want you to trust it. Write it down if you don't believe it, and see how it correlates with your reality. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Next question is general, please.
So more than anything, so they're talking about your clairaudience. So it's really important that you do practice your clairaudience a little bit more. And the way you can do that is you can do it with people that are in your life. So ask them, the thing I used to do with my kids all the time so that I could hear them is like, let's think of a dessert. And then I would say the dessert that I could hear. Let's think of a color. And we'd say the color that I could hear, or numbers, or that type of thing. And it just strengthens your clairaudience, your ability to hear.
Okay. Next question is, any updates on when I will hear from Levi?
It looks like right away. It's literally less than 2 weeks.
Right. Next question is, how are things looking for Levi and I? Progress with him?
Much better, I hear. It does feel like Levi is a little bit more open than he has been. He's evaluating things and has shifted some of his behaviors, is what I hear. So he's definitely shifting and opening up more.
All right. The next question is, will I mess things up with Levi if I see Robbie while he is home?
Yes. Yes, you will.
All right. And Connie is donating her last question. Thank you so much,
Amazing.
Connie.
Woohoo!
A big thank you to Connie H. Wanted you guys a free question courtesy of her.
Amazing. I think that's our first one today, hey?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. The first one I see here is from Jessie. Jessie says, will John and I find a house this month?
No, it'll be 2 months away, I hear.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Connie. Again, let's give a big thank you to Connie H. for donating that last question.
All right.
And keep on tapping the screen, everyone. We are super close to our like goal. Only 27,000 more likes.
Oh, we'll totally get there.
Our like goal is 100,000 likes, and once we make it there, we'll do 5 free questions from the comments.
Yeah.
All right, our next question is from Tracy Sadeshny. Welcome back. Tracy says, I've asked my company for a 45% increase as they are aware of my struggle at home. Will they give it to me, or what would they consider?
So I'm not hearing that they're going to give you the 45%, but I do hear that they will give you, they're saying 10% at first, but it does look like it's going to go up. So it's not going to be 45%. Okay, so just understand that. But it's good that you did ask for more rather than less, because they would have done it in a very not great way. But yeah, I'm hearing they're only going to offer you 10. Sorry, honey. I know it's not much.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Our next next question is from Cecilia Rodriguez, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Cecilia's first question is, hi Rebecca.
Hi.
My house has been on sale for over a month now. Had lots of views, but it seems forever to get a buyer. Will I be selling it anytime soon? If so, when?
So I hear 7 weeks, honey. So it's still a little bit more. Yeah. But you will get somebody to buy it, so don't stress, okay? The easiest way to get us to get your house sold is to visually see yourself or your realtor going out and putting the sold sign on the house for sale sign. So visualize them walking up to it, because you have to have movement with your visualization. So as you're going to sleep, before you go to sleep, visualize your realtor walking up and putting the sold sign on top. Okay? Do that every night until it sells.
Okay, the next question is, when will I get a decent home offer?
So again, it feels like it's going to be sold in 7 weeks. So I hear the offer will come in about 5 weeks, but it'll be 7 weeks before you get a solid.
All right. Next question is, do you see any financial gains coming into my life?
Absolutely, I do. Yeah. They're telling me by Christmas you have quite a surplus. That's what I hear.
Okay. Next question is, in my workplace, we only go once a week into the office. Will it stay like this for good?
Yes. Yeah, you guys are productive, so there's no need to change it, is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, what do you see in the near future for me? Thank you.
Yeah, so you aren't going to have to worry about too much, is what I hear. It feels to me like your stress levels have kind of, right now they're a bit peaked, but come October, you're de-stressing. So it does look like things are getting much better starting in October for you, okay, honey? So you just kind of have to hang on until then, and then you have a lot of improvement. I hear you're not going to have to worry about things. You're not going to have a lot of stress. This is like the end of the stress line, which is great.
All right.
Right.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. Our next question here is from Imani Ford. Welcome back. We get 3 questions.
Nice.
Imani's first question is, will I be friends with Palacia and Sierra again?
So it looks like you guys will be friendly. I'm not seeing you being the way that you were before. It definitely does feel like you'll hang out once in a while, but not like before is what they say. So it's different.
All right. Imani's next question is, will I ever hear from Robert again?
Yes, you will.
And Imani's last question is, what creative career advice do I need to hear right now?
Okay, so when you are doing your creative work, you need to be in the right mood. So don't create when you're not in the right place. Put on some nice music, because that infuses into your creative work, okay? So when you're working, good music. But you have to be in the right place, okay, honey?
All right, thank you, Imani. And just a reminder, everyone, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. However, we do still have our donate button on for email questions. If you want to get your question answered there, you can donate to the link in the bio. And you can expect an answer in about, I don't know,
Within
a few hours.
24 to 72 hours. Yeah. Usually doesn't take 72 hours, just so you know.
And keep on tapping the screen, because at 100,000 likes, we will be doing 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right.
Thank you so much. All right, our next question here is from Robert Montoya, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Welcome back, Robert. Robert's first question is, hi, hope all is well. Love the hair, by the way.
Thank you.
He says, my first question is, will Jimmy reach out to me anytime soon?
So it looks like in September, yes.
Right. Robert's next question is, last time I was with Jimmy and I felt his touch, it no longer felt like there was love behind it. Does he still love me?
There's still, absolutely, honey. There's still love. I think what you're feeling is more about you than the other person. Yeah.
All right, and Robert's last question is, if at any point, do you think we will get back together, or should I just throw the towel in, because I'm getting a little tired? Thank you so much for your time.
I hear that if you got back together, it's just going to be the same energy, and you're going to go through the same thing, so it's not going to be different. So with that understanding, it really comes down to if that's a choice you want, if that's really how you want things to be, because it doesn't feel to me like it's going to be different. So you do have the opportunity of reconciliation, However, they do say that there is somebody new that is waiting to come into your life that is a better vibrational match. It does feel to me like you're just going to have a repeat and heartache is what they say. So it's just going to be the same.
All right, thank you, Robert. Our next question is from Veronica L, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Welcome back. Veronica's first question is, made an impulse purchase. Only way to be refunded is if the concert cancels. Have a feeling it will. Will it?
I don't get that at this minute. Sorry.
Alright. The next question is, what is the energy at work? Are they happy with the work I do?
Yeah, you stand out really well, I hear. I do see the supervisors are keeping an eye on you, honey, and they are quite proud of you. They do feel like they're noticing you, and you are doing a good job, I hear.
Last question is, what should I focus on for my next promotion?
Well, I think more than anything, I mean, I don't know why, but they're saying like customer service, your personality, just being interpersonal is what they're saying. So really just be yourself and enjoy your environment. So come to work always, no matter what's going on around you, come to work always in an enjoyable state. Yeah, makes a world of difference, I hear.
All right, thank you. I just said the promotion one, right? Yeah, that's it for her then. Yeah. I'm going to go over our list here.
Sounds good.
Next on our list is Shah R, then Sirat Ular, then Catherine K, then Mariana Gasta, then Nicole Whitlock, then Kim H, then Angela Bernard, then Jeanette Maldonado, then we have Corey Gerson, then Amber Lee, then Abigail Mendoza, then Meredith Johnson, then Melina Padron, then Danielle Watson, then Tara Brown, then Cassie Vale, then Jennifer Bowman, then Shannon McCoy, then Anissa Alcala, then Lynn Braggs, then Robin G, then Lena Marie Bevan, then Nikia Edmondson, then Monty Hurd, then Shuna Norton, then Diana Aberjon, then Angelica Yepes, then Jessica G, then Angela Wright, then Britt P, then Annie Sheridan, and that is it. Thank you all so much. And remember, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. We're going to just finish off our list here. But we do still have our donate button on for email questions. You can donate through the link in the bio to get those, and they will be answered in a few hours.
Between 24 and 72.
72 hours. But not usually.
No, not usually 72.
All right. Our next question here is from Shah R, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Their first question here is, hi, Rebecca. I've been working on my mental health and spiritual growth, and I can already feel a difference. What advice do my guides have for me to continue improving myself?
Yeah. So I hear you should start working with crystals, honey. I'm going to give you a couple that I hear that are good for you. So I hear lepidolite and morganite, some green aventurine. So lepidolite, morganite, green aventurine, and some black tourmaline, okay? So start working with those. Sit with the crystal, meditate with the crystal, wear the crystals, working with them. It's just going to help elevate your energy in a different way, okay? There's only so much we can do, and then we need tools to help us get a little higher.
All right. The next question is, what advice do my guides have for me about my romantic connection with Alex? What role is he meant to have in my life?
So this is somebody who is going to help you in a way that opens you up in a big way. So it feels to me like this is definitely a learning relationship. So one where lessons are being taught in loving specifically is what I hear. Okay, so opening yourself up and loving and being loved. It's a hard one for you.
All right. And the last question is, Alex gives off deceptive vibes. What do I need to know about him to protect my heart and mental health? Can and should I trust him?
You can trust him. I hear you can trust him. Yeah. The vibes that you're feeling, honey, that feels to me like it's more about your past relationships and a little bit of baggage is what I hear. So I don't get the sense that there's deception there. Yeah. I think it's past stuff that you're picking up on that is more of a projection than an actual. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question is from C-Rat Ular, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
C-Rat's first question is, Hi, I've been dealing with some health issues, and the doctor said it's a yeast infection, and sometimes they say it's a UTI. It's been an ongoing thing for a couple months. Do you think it's something serious? I have been stressing about it.
So no, I don't get the sense that it is something serious. I don't get like it's not a big disease or anything, honey. It does feel to me like it might be triggered by something you're eating. So maybe take a look at your diet and let's try cleaning up your diet a little bit. Take as much processed and yeasty things out of your diet just for now, just to see how your system goes, and drink plenty of fluids to flush your system. Okay. Not just water, like you do still need to keep your sugars up and your sodium up, but you definitely need to flush your system, okay?
All right. Next question is, do you see me working for HRS long term? It's been very stressful lately with limited staff. I really do enjoy helping clients and patients.
Yeah, so it does feel like you are going to be there long term. I don't get the sense that you're leaving anytime soon.
All right, and their last question is, I've been seeing a guy named Pravjot. Do you see things working between us?
You both have that very similar life paths, so it does look like you are traveling the same road. So I definitely do hear that there is this potential for you to. Yeah, it feels to me like you guys are traveling the same road, which means that you're going to both have the same goals and aspirations, which always makes it easier, right? Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks for the gifts, you guys.
Our next question is from Catherine K. Hello, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Catherine's first question is, Hello.
Hi.
We'll be in Spain in September for my daughter's wedding and have decided to visit Italy thereafter. Any advice for a stay/visit in Italy, traveling as a group of family, looking at Airbnbs and hotels this evening to book?
Lovely, lovely. So I have been to Italy. I really loved Rome. I thought it was great. But there's so many beautiful places. I mean, you could go anywhere in Italy and you'd be happy to be there, I hear. Rome was one of my favorites. We also went down south, which was also nice, but yeah, I never made it up. We just were in Rome mostly, but it was beautiful. So anywhere in Italy is going to be fine. You could go to Tuscany, wherever. It depends on what kind of a trip you want to have, but I feel like you would enjoy Rome. Yeah.
And do you see anything for Airbnb and hotels?
So with the Airbnb, I think you should do Airbnb. It's definitely a lot better than hotels there. The hotels are very small in Italy. You feel very cramped and you don't necessarily have the best of views. So I would stick with Airbnb. They've always been great with me. So.
All right. Next question is, I've had some preliminary discussions with the town of Essex regarding the purchase of land for my clients. Should I give it more time and continue discussions with the town of Essex in terms of this town/location being the right place to build and develop a recreational sports center for golf, pickleball, etc.?
I hear you should give it a little bit more time, yes. You should definitely, I hear take your time with this one, don't rush it.
Alright, and the last question is, any advice for spirit guides over the next 2 months? Thanks so much.
So with you, honey, more than anything, you have to learn to quiet yourself. You're always go, go, go. Your energy is like, you're always busy, busy, busy. So slow down, get into a nice quiet state on a regular basis if you can. And you don't have to do it every day unless you can. But at least once a week, quiet down, have a time where it's just you and no phone calls, no nothing. You're just relaxing. Okay? Quiet time. All right.
All right, thank you so much. Our next question is from Mariana Gasca. Welcome back. Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Mariana's first question is, how will I do in my job? Will I fit in with the new teacher I get to help?
You will. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a smooth experience, I hear.
All right, Mariana's next question is, when will Jesus tell me, when will Jesus tell me about his feelings? That makes more sense.
That makes more sense, eh? So I do hear in September things get a little bit more serious, so it looks like not until around September.
All right, and Mariana's last question is, what are Jesus' feelings for me?
They're definitely developing is what I hear and getting stronger every day.
All right. Sorry, slipped of the tongue there.
It's all
I'm just
good,
reading. All right, thank you, Marianne. Our next question is from Nicole Whitlock, who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Nicole's first question is, hello, lovelies. So happy to see you.
Oh, thanks.
You mentioned last live that it would take me about 2 months to get back on my feet. Do you see me staying in the Owen Sound area?
Yes, I do actually hear that you will stay in the area.
All right.
So people laughing.
Yes. All right. Nicole's next question is, do you see Darwin and I getting into a romantic relationship?
I do hear that it will happen. It's about 2 months away, though.
All right, and Nicole's last question is, what do my spirits/angels want me to know?
So I think for you, honey, you really need to get out, is what I hear. You need to have fun, get out of the house, and no more sulking. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but that's the message I hear, okay? So get out of the house and have fun. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. That's it for Nicole.
All right.
Our next question is from Kim H, who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Kim's first question is, hello, you look stunning as usual.
Oh, thank you, honey.
My person shared that if everything goes right, he'll be leaving for about 6 months. Is he going to be leaving?
Yes. Yes. It's going to be okay, though.
All right. Next question is there an update with the house building?
So I do hear that things are going to be going pretty smoothly. It does feel quick. I do hear that everything kind of falls in place pretty easily. I hear you don't have to stress and worry about it, okay, honey? They really do have their ducks in a row. You know what I mean?
Right. And Kim is donating her last question.
Oh,
she
lovely.
says, thank you so much. Please donate.
Nice.
Awesome. Let's all do a big thank you to Kim H. She's
Thanks,
donating
Kim.
her last question.
Mm.
Right. The first one that I see here is from Danielle. Danielle says, you said I will get skin removal surgery end of next year. How do I end up being able to afford it?
Oh, you're going to find a way is what I hear. I would talk to somebody in your family it looks like is going to help you out. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And again, let's give a big thank you
Thank
to
you so much, Kim.
Mm-hmm. Our next question here is from Angela Bernard, who gets 3 questions.
Nice.
Angela's first question is, hello ladies.
Hi.
I have a feeling that my future person and I might meet at an event next week. Can you hear yes or no to that?
So they're not saying next week, but it does look like they are coming in pretty quick, honey.
Alright. Angela's next question is, my guide is really helping me work on my clairvoyance, but I'm struggling. Does he have any suggestions?
Relax. So don't discount anything that comes through is what I hear, okay? So be paying attention to even the smallest, slightest things. Relax, they're saying.
Alright, and Angela's last question is general, please. Thank you.
All right. So with your intuition, it's not, don't just focus on your clairvoyance. I hear that you also need to really take care of the empathic side of yourself. So definitely some TLC there. Making sure you're clearing your energy regularly, okay? Sometimes it can be really tiring for us, like we just don't want to do it, but they're saying you have to upkeep that. So you really definitely do need to make sure you're clearing your energy regularly, okay, honey?
All right, thank you, Angela. Our next question here is from Jeanette Maldonado, who gets 20 questions.
Wow! Oh my goodness. That's a few questions, hey?
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Woohoo!
All right. Jeanette's first question is, I recently spoke with Juan and I confronted him about something that's very delicate, and I need to confirm if it's true. Did Juan ever give Vanessa money? If so, why?
I hear yes. Well, one, just because Vanessa asked and needed it. Yeah. He gave it to her.
Right. Next question is, if Juan gave Vanessa money, what was it a loss and is it still happening?
No, it's not. No. It was a one-time thing, I hear, and it does feel to me like it was not a big amount. Like, I mean, not significant in any means.
Right. Next question is, I know you mentioned Vanessa cutting things when we overstepped with her in June. Did the photos and flirty text messages completely end there, or did they still continue?
No, they ended. Yeah.
Right. Our next question is, extra money, coloring books. With sorry, was this with an investment or business that he did with, or Vanessa did with Vanessa, or was it something he did on his own?
It feels like on its own.
Right. Next question is: the coloring books referenced a lot of dolls. Were the visual drawings he made representing Vanessa?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Right. Next question is: currently, Juan's feelings, emotions towards Vanessa are okay. Currently, are Juan's feelings and emotions towards Vanessa done with, or is he still emotionally pushing towards her, not trying anything he plans to pursue her in the future?
Yeah, I don't get the sense that he's pursuing her, honey. So I feel like you have the free to go. Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Next question is: since Vanessa did get involved with one of her employees, do you see her getting investigated at all for this, or leaving?
Eventually, she will be held accountable, but not until like later next year. I'm hearing, so not yet.
She says, if Juan and I do decide to work things out, I know she will be aware that I know what happens.
Yes, of course, she would.
Next question is: I know you mentioned that Juan would come around at the end of August. Do you see that happening and truly putting in the effort and intentions to make our relationship work, or do you still see him with the intent to pursue someone else in the future?
I don't see him intending to pursue anybody else, so I do see that focus being on you.
Okay, next question is: as of now, what are Juan's current feelings and intentions towards me? What actions do you see him wanting to take with me, not involving your kids, just us?
Yeah, he's definitely open and receptive to you now, honey. So I don't get that sense that you need to worry that way. Okay, so he has shifted. There's a big shift that's happened. Open-hearted is how they're showing him to me. I think it's important that you both have some, when you are seeing each other, that you go on dates and that you are spending time alone. I think that that's vital for you to be able to reconnect.
Alright, next question is: if they decide to open up the option of us working it out, do you see him being deceitful, or will he be faithful to me and come the right way? Thank you.
He'll be faithful, honey.
Alright, Jeanette's next question is: she says, hello ladies, I'm back again. There was more that I had discussed with my husband on. One of those things was the child support. He told me that he was financially struggling. Is this true? Is he really financially struggling, or is this just him trying to not pay to support our kids?
It's him lying. He's lying. He's not struggling. Not the way that he's saying. Struggling is like not being able to buy groceries, and he definitely can do that. Struggling is not being able to pay your bills. He can absolutely do that. Struggling, I mean, he's struggling because he can't go out to eat every night. That's not struggling, right?
Right. Next question is: I know that Juan tries to do a lot of quick, easy business things to avoid working overall. Does he lose a lot of money when attempting to create coloring books? I received calls from debt collectors referencing accounts he maxed out, which worries me.
Yeah, so sometimes he makes the wrong choice, I hear. Not so much with the coloring books. It does feel like those are kind of a low-cost situation. But I understand where he's coming from, because he doesn't like the 9 to 5 process, or like, giving away his hours to somebody else. So I get where he's coming from. He's actually going to figure that out, and he isn't going to end up being harmed in the end of this. Okay, so I do see that he is going to find success this way. So support him is what I hear. Okay.
All right. Next question is: right now he is currently living at his sister's house with his brother-in-law. What is the current dynamic there for him? Is he wanting to move out?
No, he's happy there right now. It does look like it's not going to last, though, so it's not long term. It does feel to me like there is going to come a point where he's going to want his own space for sure. But at this point, he's comfortable and okay.
All right. Next question is: Juan is currently planning to go to a family reunion at the end of September. Do you see him trying to work things out between us before that reunion, or does he plan to tell family that we are separated?
I don't hear that you're going to work it out before. So I don't necessarily hear, though, that he's going to talk about you being separated either. Okay?
Right. The next question is: I know this is so random with all the promotion happening, but did Juan invite his boss to that reunion? If so, will she attend?
No, he did not.
Alright. The next question is: did his sister know he was secretly texting his boss, or did Juan keep this all private to himself?
It was very private, honey. He didn't tell anybody.
Right. The next question is: I feel like I'm jumping all over the place with questions, but since you mentioned August on him coming around, do you see him and I celebrating Thanksgiving together and Christmas?
I do see the holidays, yes.
next question is, I'm officially starting the 21st on my new promotion. Do you see me being successful in it?
You will be very, very successful. Very, very, very. Yeah.
Alright, next question is, do you see me starting a business? If so, do you see what it would be?
So I don't see you starting anything for, they're saying it's about 2 years away for you, okay? But when you do, it looks like it is going to be health and beauty. So health and beauty products is what you'll be selling, and it looks like it's on an online thing.
Alright, and her next question is, I know I just started my role in business, but do you see me moving up the corporate ladder fast in this field and in my personal business if I start one this year? Do you see me struggling? Thank you so much, ladies.
You won't be able to do it this year. It's just that it's not going to align for you yet. I do see you being successful in where you are right now. You're not there for a long term, though, so it doesn't feel like you're there forever, but you are there for a few years, I hear. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Jeanette.
Yeah, very much.
All right. And I see that we are at our like goal of 100,000 likes.
Good job.
More 5
questions. All right, everybody. Awesome. Woohoo.
All right. 5 free question time.
Mm-hmm.
Our first question is from, Asnaf, welcome back, who says, my dad lost a particular contract in March. Will he get it back or go back to that level of income?
He'll go back to that level of income, but I don't see him getting the contract back, no.
Right. Our next question is from Lupita, who says, will the house be ready for us to move in by the end of the month?
No, I'm hearing no. It won't be ready by the end of the month.
All right. Our next question is from, from Amy. Amy says, am I going to see that man again that I recently met? Will there be a connection between us?
No. They're saying no. You guys aren't meant to connect, is what I hear.
All right. Our next free question is from Jolene, who says, do you see Kay reaching out? Has he stopped loving me?
No, it definitely still loves you, I hear. Yes, it does look like there is going to be a reconnect. Absolutely, they're going to reach out for you.
All right, and our last free question just for the moment is from Julie. Julie says, will A message me?
Yes. Yes, you are going to be receiving a message. It feels like it's about 3 weeks away, but yeah, you will. Oh, I think you can.
All right. Thank you, everyone, so much. Our next like goal here is 150,000 likes. Once we make it there, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments. Thank you, everyone, so much. And remember, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member for both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug.
Mm-hmm.
So stick around until the end.
Yay!
All right. And yes, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. However, we do still have our email question button on. If you want to get your questions answered that way, you can donate through the link in the bio. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes.
All right, our next question here is from Corey Gerton. Welcome back, Corey, who gets 3 questions.
Nice.
Corey's first question is, will my ex Victoria reach out to me this month? If not, when?
I'm not hearing this month for you guys, but it does look like it is going to be happening in September for you, okay?
Okay, Corey's next question is Victoria happy with the third person, Matt, or is she faking it because she's regretting leaving me?
So I don't get that she's faking happiness, no. It does look like there is, sometimes there is some happiness. I would say the unhappiness, though, is within herself, honey. So it's not necessarily the external. It's more about herself and her personal, where she's at.
All right. And Corey's last question is, are me and Victoria supposed to be together? If so, when will that happen?
So it isn't that you're meant to be together. You can be together, is what they say. So it is somebody that you can have a life with. But you don't necessarily, you guys don't come together easily, is what I hear. So it looks like there is a lot of resistance, or there's a lot of work to get you to where you need to be happy with each other. Again, with Victoria, there's a lot of internal issues with how she feels about life and in general, how she feels about love.
And Corey says, so there's not regrets for Victoria?
It's not that there's regret. It's more of like, I thought it would be better, but it's not necessarily better. So I guess you could say, looking at it, it's not necessarily what I thought I was going to get out of it. But again, it's internal for her. So it's out where she's at. She's not a happy person, right? So it doesn't matter what's happening around her. She could have the most perfect life and she still wouldn't be happy right now because internally she doesn't know how to find that for herself. Does that make sense?
Thank you so much. That's a good for Corey. Our next question is from Amber Lee. Hello,
Hey, Amber.
Welcome back. Amber says, morning, ladies. What do I need to know with the full moon today? Anything coming? I'm trying to shift my energy to very positive.
Yes.
Thanks.
Most definitely use this energy. I would say take time out at the end of your day to really focus, get nice and focused. And they're saying to use this time to clear energy, okay, honey? So any fears that you might have or any resistance that you might have within your body, clear that out. Do it through meditation. I do see you lighting a candle, so they're saying use a candle to just get yourself into a nice quiet space and use some incense if you have, okay?
All right, thank you, Amber. Our next question is from Abigail Mendoza, who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Abigail's first question here is, hi, I'm new, and it's been a pleasure watching your lives. Nice, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail says, my first question is, will I conceive this year? If yes, when? Will it be healthy and full-term pregnancy?
Absolutely, you will. I hear 4 months for you, though, okay? So it's going to be almost the end of the year. Yeah, and it will be a healthy pregnancy, I hear.
All right, next question is, will my husband and I be able to purchase a house this year?
Not this year. It looks like that's going to happen in 2024 for you guys.
All right, and her last question is, how will my kids' school year be? Will there be any issues?
No, it's going to be a good year, I hear. Yeah, nice and easy.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, and welcome.
Yeah. All right, our next question is from Meredith Johnson. Welcome back. Good to see you. Meredith says, today I got 2-day suspension for what my coworker did, and I'm a little upset how they handled it. Do I still stay at this job, or is there still another good job coming? Do I be patient?
I hear be patient. You need to stick it out for now. Silly that you got a suspension as far as I'm concerned for the situation, but whatever. Yeah, they didn't handle it very well. It does look like you are going to move on, so don't stress about it, but everything has to happen in the right timing, okay? So don't rush it. Do me a favor. Can you just move that away from me? It's freezing.
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you so much.
I keep moving and I'm I can't even I can't cover myself enough. So just angle it that way a little bit.
Okay.
Just like that. Just so it's not directly on me.
I put it that way so it's not.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Good.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's making my hair fly.
That's okay.
So nice, right?
All right, ready for the next
If
question?
it's a little too much because my hair.
I'll move it over again.
Yeah, sure. Give me the next one.
Give me a second. All right, our next question here is from Melina Padron, who gets 5 questions.
Okay.
Melina's first question is, hi Rebecca, my current job position feels on the rocks. Will things get better or will I find another path?
It looks like you're going to find another path, honey. It does feel to me like there is a troublemaker in this space, and that's part of the reason why that helps things. Yeah, so there's somebody at work that's kind of a pain in the butt and working behind the scenes is what I hear.
All right. And will things get better or will she find another path?
I already said that. That's all right. Thank you.
All right. Melina's next question is, will my finances improve soon?
So I do see that you are going to be kind of where you're at for the next 5 months, but within the next 5 months, there is a shift around your career, and then it does look like things get better.
All right. Next question is, do you foresee me ever going to law school?
I do actually. I hear that you're not going to become a lawyer. You're going to become a paralegal, is what they're saying.
Okay. Next question is, will Anthony and I be able to accept each other's kids fully and become a blended family?
You will.
Right, and the last question is, are there going to be any issues with Adam in regard to custody over our son, Liam?
So yes, there is going to be a little bit, but nothing you need to worry about, they say, so you'll prevail at the end of it.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question here is from Danielle Watson. Welcome back.
Honey.
Yes, 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Danielle's first question here is, how long will it take for me to emotionally be okay again after my husband and I separate?
So it takes about a year for you to get back to where you feel good. You're not emotionally okay now, honey, so it really isn't going to be all, it's not going to be as bad as you think is what they're saying, okay? But it does take about a year for you to get back to where you are okay, is what I hear, okay?
Okay, next question is, you said my husband leaves in mid-September. Do you know if it's before or after his birthday?
It does feel like it's going to be right around his birthday. So it's going to be, I would say, yeah, it looks like it's going to happen right before.
Right, and her last question here is, you said I have my skin removal surgery towards the end of next year. How am I able to pay for it? Oh, we already answered that one. All right, so...
It's family. It's coming in from family is what I hear. So tell a family member. It does look like they might actually put a GoFundMe or something together for you, honey.
Thank you so much, Danielle. Our next question is from Tara Brown, who gets 3 questions. Hello. Tara's first question is, Tyrone got really upset with me the other day and said he is disconnecting from me. Will he get over his negative views of me and open back up romantically? When? Also, will he see his flaws and how he contributes to my behavior and make amends?
No, he won't see that, but he definitely will open back up to you. I hear by October you guys will be in a better place. Yeah.
All right. Tara's next question is, you always say we're going to be together. That still stands, right?
Yes.
My birthday is next week. Tyrone said he will not do dinner. Will he reconsider? Will he get to miss me?
So I do hear that you guys will talk. You're definitely going to communicate on your birthday, honey. So I don't see dinner, but that's okay. It's not necessary right now. Give him the space that he needs, but definitely don't be too accommodating, they say, okay?
Right, and the last question is, and Tyrone seems to be leaning closer to third party end. Will he regret it and they still end soon? If so, when?
Yeah.
Does he prefer her over me?
Well, in this moment right now, I would say he's preferring that, but it's not going to end up working out, so it's temporary anyways. I hear by the end of September, done. They won't even be talking.
All right, thank you, Tara. Our next question is from Cassie Vale, who gets 3 questions. Welcome back, Cassie. Cassie's first question is, do you get a name for the person coming in, or maybe where I meet them? I'm not sure which circle they are a part of.
Okay, so they're telling me that this individual is a part of, so your family friend group, whatever that means, family friend group. The name Sarah comes in, so I think that it's connected to somebody named Sarah, is what I hear. Okay?
All right. Cassie's next question is Corey going to build a financially successful kayaking business?
It's going to take time. It's about 2 years before it hits success.
All right. And my last question is, am I going to build a financially successful Reiki and crystal healing business?
You will. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Thank you, Cassie.
Yes.
Our next question is from Jennifer Bowman. Welcome
Hi,
back.
honey.
He gets 3 questions.
All right.
Jennifer's first question is the new guy, Mark, I'm talking to, my forever person?
It doesn't feel like this is your forever, honey, but it's definitely a close vibration. So this is, what they're saying is your practice. This is your practice run to see if you can handle it, okay? So this person is really, really close to the right vibration. There's just a few things that are not quite what you want, okay? So dry run is what they say.
Right. Next question is, will my sciatic pain stop anytime soon?
So I hear it will. I will say for you, it is a little bit of stress around money and finances, honey. So if you can try to work out that energy, you'll be able to get rid of it. Okay. I would say watch some money mindset videos and things like that. They can just help boost you when it comes to your finances. Okay.
All right. And the last question is general message from guides.
So I will say for you, they're telling me that your sleep patterns are off, or that you're not getting the proper rest that you need to. So I'm going to recommend that when you go to sleep, don't take your phone, don't watch TV, that type of thing. And like for the hour before you go to sleep, just don't look at any electronics, and this will help you to have a better, peaceful sleep. It does feel like you are very much affected, and your cortisol levels don't get to where they need to be. So then it puts your hormones off balance. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question here is from Shannon McCoy. Welcome back. We get 3 questions.
All right.
Shannon's first question is, D moved out, and now my budget is going off. Will I be okay, or will I go back to struggling?
You're going to be okay, honey. I do hear that it is going to be a little bit tight, but not like it was before, okay? So you're going to figure things out, and you're going to be okay out here.
All right. Next question is, should I tell Ikram what is going on right now? And if so, is it really going to help out the way he said he would?
Yes, absolutely.
And Shannon's last question is, you told me that I would meet the man I would marry last year. It didn't happen. Can you clarify when and where we will meet? Description, please.
So what I hear for you, honey, is that you made some choices that didn't align with you actually allowing this person in. And so that just kind of changed your timeline a little bit. And that's okay. Sometimes we do that, where we end up being with the wrong person, or we end up being with somebody else. And then that timeline has to be moved, because obviously you can't be with 2 people at the same time. So that being said, what I hear is that you're moving back into the right alignment. You have to be in a different place internally. So you definitely need to work on getting clear on who you're looking for and what you're looking for in your forever partner, okay? And don't get distracted, and don't end up with the wrong person just because you want to fill that space, is what I hear for you, okay? So that's a clear message from your guides, that don't just let anybody into your energy field just because you're lonely, okay? It does look like they are coming in. I hear it'll happen this year, so it is going to be happening before this year is up, as long as you clear up the energy. You really got to be strict with yourself not to let somebody into your energy field just because you're lonely, okay? That's really a clear, strong message from your guides.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question is from Anissa Alcala. Hello.
Hello.
Anissa's question here is, hi, Rebecca. I've been feeling lightheaded and dizzy when I stand up from the couch, and sometimes when I'm walking. I like my doctor, she's nice, but I've been thinking of going to another doctor because I feel like my doctor ignores when I'm telling her how I feel. Mm-hmm. My question is, what's making me feel lightheaded and dizzy?
Okay, so it's definitely something to do with your circulation, your blood, your heart. I would get a second opinion for sure, because it does feel like they're taking it way too lightly. It's not life-threatening, I do hear that, but it can be an issue if you're out and about and that happens, right? So I don't want you to hit your head, have something serious happen. So go to a second doctor and get a second opinion. It does feel to me like it's not necessarily like your blood pressure, but it reacts like your blood pressure quickly drops and then comes back up. So it's not like you have a blood, if this makes sense, you don't have necessarily a blood pressure issue, but when you go from laying to sitting up, it drops and then comes. So this is where that is happening. So you're like getting a loss of pressure, but then it's coming back. So it's not like you're not having this issue when you're sitting still, that type of thing. So it's literally just happening from certain movements, and I feel like they can fix it. So it doesn't feel like this is something that you got to deal with. Right?
Thank you. And just back to Shannon's question we just answered before.
Okay.
Could you do the description of her person coming in?
Oh, yeah. So I see dark brown hair, almost just like my color of brown hair. I see darker eyes. I would say they're hazily, though, because it does look like there's like a little bit of lightness there. So they're not brown, but they're like hazel eyes. I see kind of I'm going to say elongated nose, and narrow is how it looks, and a very defined jawline is what I see. Tall, like you're like tall is what I'm hearing, and a bit broader shoulders. Not super fit, but healthy is the best way to describe them. Okay.
And that was for Shannon. Shannon's description of her person. All right. question here is from Lynn Braggs. Welcome back, Lynn. It is 3 questions.
All right. Hello, honey.
Lynn's first question is, will my daughter get approved for K-12 school?
Yes. Yeah. I hear the approval come through.
Lynn's next question is, do you still see my son getting approved for his SSI by the 18th?
Yes.
Right, and Lynn's last question is, when will I start to lose weight and how much?
So it looks like you're going to start losing weight in September. In total, it's actually quite significant. I'm hearing 40 within the next, so they're saying 10, 10, 10, 10. So it's 10 each month is what they're showing me for the next 4 months. So 40 in the next 4 months.
And Lynn said, did I say when will I start to lose weight and how much? Yeah, all right, then that's it for Lynn.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Our next question is from Robin G. Welcome back. He gets 5 questions.
All right.
Robin's first question is, hi Rebecca, we are trying to decide on the 2 new home sites to build on and are torn. Which one do you see being a better fit for us, Grove or Rosebrook?
Oh, I heard Rosebrook right away. Yeah.
Right. Next question is, am I still on track to get pregnant in October? You had said that previously.
Yes.
Right. Next question is, will moving to this new area provide more friendships for me? I'm feeling so alone lately.
Yeah, you're definitely going to find better connections. I also do see take a class, honey. In whatever you are drawn to do, it can be just even a meditation class if you're into that, or a painting class or pottery, whatever it is. This will help you just to find connections. Okay?
Right. Next question is, I have this new pain in my right chest. Is this a huge concern or is it what I think?
So they are saying to get it checked. It does feel like it's not something that can't be dealt with, but don't leave it is what I hear. Okay, honey? So it definitely does feel like it needs to be looked at.
All right. And the last question is, gender of this last baby?
I heard boy.
All right. Thank you so much, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Lena Marie Bevin.
Hello,
Yes,
honey.
3 questions.
Nice.
Their first question is, general message from my guides.
Oh, honey, you're so strong. You're stronger than you think, and I think that's something you really need to be reminded of. You are a beautiful soul, and you're here for a totally different path than you're taking right now, and you are so strong, and you are not alone, okay? So they are there. They are helping you. I do hear that you have Archangel Michael on your side as well, honey, so you definitely don't have to worry about anything. You're very well protected, very well taken care of, okay?
Lena Marie's next question, I will just get her to clarify. So, Lena Marie, could you just clarify? Your second question says, I think it's supposed to be, is my dad ready now? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So, if you could just message our live support and just reconfigure that question, we'll go to the next one. Lena Marie's next question is, am I on the right path with my spiritual journey? Is my teacher the one for me to guide me?
So, one of a few teachers, it looks like, yes. And you are definitely on the right path with your listening in. I do hear that you're going to do some shamanic training as well, honey.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And I'll just wait for you to clarify by what you mean by it says, are my dad ready now?
Are my dad ready is what it says?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you could just clarify what you mean by your question, while we wait for her there, I'm just going to go to the next question. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Nikia Edmondson, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Nikia's first question is, will I get the position I just did my last interview for?
Oh, I hear you well, honey. Yes.
Yeah. Right. Nikia's next question is, will I get the salary that I desire and asked for?
It's a little bit under, but it's close. Like, very, very, very close, I hear.
And Mikia's last question is, what can I do to make my manifestations happen?
Okay, so one of the hardest things for us to do is trust that we are going to get what we've asked for. So ask for it and be open and receptive to allowing it to come in. Okay, so trusting the process. You don't have to make it happen. You just have to say what you want and allow it to come in for you. Okay, honey. So it's really trusting that it's coming. Yeah. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing that you're doing that's getting in the way is like that trusting aspect of it.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question here is from Monty Hurd, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Monty's first question is, will hubby want to reconcile over things that were done?
Sorry, say again?
Will hubby want to reconcile over bad things that were done?
Will we want to reconcile over bad things? Okay, so I'm just going to focus on that reconcile.
Yeah.
It does look like yes. So I do hear a yes on that.
All right. Next question is, when will contact come in?
So I hear October.
And Monty's last question is, will influxes, especially his mother, stop?
Yes. Yeah, it does look like it's not going to be the same. Yeah, you don't have to worry about them.
And that's it for her.
Okay.
Thank you so much. They say the influence just not coming from his mom, also his dad and his shopping friends. So the influence.
Yes. Yeah. It's going to be different. That's what they keep saying. It's going to be different.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Shuna Norton. Hello, we have
Shuna.
3 questions.
Nice. Hello.
Shuna's first question is, so my ex is doing what he does best. Papers have been signed. The sale of my house is set to close on September 5th. I'm getting the mortgage information and loan number. She gave me the information I needed, but then said that the house still owes his parents $30,000. And the divorcement settlement, and after hiring a lawyer before, this is not the case. Will he eventually sign the closing documents without me being forced to pay $30,000, which is his debt to his parents from a loan he had?
Yeah. And you can fight that. It's not your debt, and you don't have to pay it. Yeah.
His next question is, you've stated that I will have success in finding a rental home. I do have temporary occupancy for 1 week after the sale of my house. Will I successfully find a rental home in that time frame so that I'm not having to move in with my parents until I find a rental home?
You will be able to find something, yes.
All right. And the last question is, do you see that my house will appraise for the offer price?
It's going to go for, it's going to be high. You're going to get more than you think. So don't sell low.
Right. Thank you. That's it for her.
All right.
And we have the reword for
Lena?
For Lena Marie. Yeah, Lena Marie says, is my father ready?
Yes. Yeah. But I think you already knew that.
And thank you for just rewording it. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because it came in funny. Yeah. Thanks, Sunny.
All right. Our next question is from Diana Abrajan, who says, will my parents and sister be able to come to the U.S. this year or the next by seeking asylum?
I'm here next year, not this year, honey.
Our next question is from Angelica Yepes, who says, me again.
Hi.
Hello again. She says, does Guy think about me often romantically? If so, what does he think about?
Oh, it is very physical of nature. So yes, he thinks about you a lot. Yikes.
All right. Thanks, Angelica. Our next question is from Jessica G. Hello.
Hi.
That's 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, what industry will my new job be in? Approximate salary I will be receiving?
So it does look like you're going to be, it's something corporate. It does feel to me like, they're saying 75, so that's a pretty good salary as far as I'm concerned. But it does feel like you're like, they're saying like up there, management. Not quite the CEO, but definitely close.
Right. Next question is, what is RF's current feelings for me? Is he still emotionally stuck on his ex?
No, I don't get that. No, not stuck on the ex. It's more, lots of healing needs to happen, and I have to like recover is how it feels. So I would say it's not you that is the energy. It's more like I gotta recover. I do hear there's feelings there though. So I get a green light, so that does feel like not stuck on the ex though.
All right. And her last question is, how will the rest of 2023 pan out for me?
So it does feel to me like, oh, you can breathe again, is what they say. So definitely going to be a lot more relaxed by the time November, December rolls around. It does look like you have the stability you've been asking for, the security you've been asking for, and I do see that you're moving and taking steps in the right direction to have your life start fulfilling the way that you've been asking. Okay, so that means love, relationship, marriage, kids, house, all of that. They're showing like in that progression, right? Okay.
Thanks. Thank you. Our next question here is from Angela Wright. Hello again.
Hi, honey.
Yes, 3 questions.
Okay.
Angela's first question is, things with Guillermo have shifted, just like you said, and your timing is perfect. Just like you said.
Yay.
Guillermo has been going through some things. Will he be okay?
He will be okay. It's just, it's tough, but he's a strong cookie. He can do it. He can handle it. It's okay.
Right. Angela's next question is, when will we be able to move on and focus on just us?
So the next 2 months, I hear. So it does feel like there's a bit of this happening for the next 2 months, and then after that, things start feeling better.
All right, and Angela's last question is, when will my finances get better? It's really bad.
Yeah, I hear not until 8 months from now, honey. Okay, so it is going to be a bit of a struggle until then.
Our next question is from Brit P. Welcome
Hey,
back,
Hannah.
Brit. Brit's question here is: Does James know to be exclusive with me now, as far as not date other women, and understand that's what I expect out of him, and he'll follow through?
Yes, yes, and yes. He knows, and he will follow through.
All right, thank you. Our next question here is from Annie Sheridan. Hello.
Hey, honey.
Annie's question is, hi ladies,
Hi.
the Reiki woman contacted my mom also, but I told her to ignore her till the end of the month. I did a meditation Reiki retreat yesterday, and I feel great today, thankfully, and my new Reiki master said she feels I'm good. I'm just checking your reassurance makes me feel great. Am I still seeing Patrick on the on August 26th in the bar, and contact from him the last week in August? Thank you.
So it does feel like you have definitely shifted that energy that you had. I know that was very scary for you, and I can feel your fear and worry. So you've definitely cleared that out. So that's good. And I do hear yes, and you are ready for it. So just declare I'm ready for it. Don't let anybody else get in the way of that energy, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Annie. And that is it.
Yep,
for our list of questions.
Oh, well, there we go.
I know.
Yay! Nice time! Woohoo!
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right. Thanks for joining us on the live, guys. Now we're going to do our giveaways. So if you've been here before, put your name down with a purple heart. If you're brand new, put your name down with a yellow heart, okay? And that's on Instagram and on TikTok, because we do 3 polls for TikTok and a poll for Instagram as well, okay?
I see a few yellow hearts.
I see some too. Welcome, everyone. Yay. And just so you know, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on TikTok. So if you aren't following me on those platforms, please follow. I also do have a sign-up list. So if you do want to get an email that I'm going live, we send out the email just before the live, a couple of hours before. So you can sign up. It's in my bio in the link there. All right. Okay, so we'll do our subscriber first.
Yes.
I saw the number 4, so I'll go with the number 4. So we'll go 4. Go.
All
All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
It is Veronica Gomez.
Nice. That's fantastic, Veronica. Woo. Oh, I dropped it back in. It's an extra question. That was funny. It literally just fell right back in. All right.
All right.
Okay, audience member for TikTok. 6. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
It is Tiffany C.
All right, Tiffany C. You you got an extra question, honey. So send that over to me by email, RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com. Let me know you are my TikTok audience member, and please put your username in with your question, okay? All right, Instagram? 2 is what I saw, so we'll go with 2.
Sounds good.
Okay?
All right. 1 and 2. It is Annie Sheridan.
Hey, nice. What did Annie win? Annie, you won an extra question. Yay! So send that over to me by email, okay? RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com. Let me know you are my Instagram winner, and please put your username in, okay? Okay.
All right. Next is for our mug.
Our mug. Boop, boop, boop. So this is 16-ounce coffee or tea. In my case, I drink tea, but coffee cup with a dragon on it for Rebecca Dragonheart. So we're going to give this to one of you guys. What number?
4.
4. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Wait,
1.
wait.
Okay, ready? Now.
1,
1, 2,
3, and 4. Who is it?
It is Nadine. She came down in a bubble.
Nice. Oh, I love your username. Okay, Nadine, so what I'm going to need from you is your first, your last name, your shipping address, and the phone number that the shipping company can contact if there's an issue with the delivery, okay? So name, address, and phone number. RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com is where you're going to email that to, okay?
Congratulations.
Yeah, you got a coffee cup. Woo, 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 woo.
All right.
All right.
Now it's time
Top
for our
gifter.
top gifter. Our top gifter today is Veronica Gomez.
Veronica! You rock, Veronica. There you go. You got an extra question, honey. You know what to do. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and we will see you on the next live, okay?
Bye.
Mwah, mwah.